Here we go. We finally made it to game one of the 2024 NBA Finals. It is the Dallas Mavericks, the Western Conference champions, going up against the Eastern Conference champion, Boston Celtics. Welcome in to Mavericks Today by Chat Sports, our Mavericks angled watch party. He's Jeffrey Cooperstein. I am Harrison Graham. We are happy to be here. We're glad all of you were patiently waiting in the chat and are here as well. Tip-off set for about 7:36 per our sources on the ground. Yep. 7:37, somewhere in that range.
What I'm hearing.
And Coop, let's go, man. We made it.
Let's go. It's been 13 long years. I was a freshman in high school the last time the Mavs were in the finals. I cannot wait for this, man. It's so exciting. You're playing one of the most historic franchises in the NBA. No one believes you can do it. Go out there and shock the world. Yeah. Let's go win a championship.
I was actually pleasantly surprised that more analysts have gotten on the Mavs finally at this point. But yeah,
it's about time.
Celtics are definitely a favorite, but when you got the best player in the world and the best player in this series, you got more than a puncher's chance. Shout out your city or country. Let us know where you tuned in from.
Let us know.
Get the chat going.
I see some real ones already in the chat. Tony Fuentes has always been with us. Same with Khalil Ali as well. Gustavo.
Appreciate you, Samuel.
Christopher Lyon says over or under F word said by Coop tonight at 11.
We should set little props like that in these pregame shows. Is he setting it at 11?
Yeah,
or is
he said 11. I told him I hope it's less.
Yeah, I'll go under. Hot take, I'll go under.
Okay.
11's a decent amount.
I like that.
I'll go under for game one. Now, game four, different deal.
Base Patriot Frog watching from Addison. Tony from the USA. Jacksonville, Illinois from Samuel. Love from Trinidad as always. McAllen down there by the border. Zach Eckstein.
Shout out, Zach. Oh, Downey sent you. What's up, Zach? Appreciate
Shout out
to
Mr. Tom Downey in the Cowboys Report. Appreciate y'all watching from Maryland.
GF in Pleasant Grove, just down the road from us.
My boy Brendan watching from Fargo, North Dakota. Shout out.
Is that the infamous, I shouldn't say infamous, the wedding you went up to?
Oh, yeah.
Good times.
Yep, it was a great time.
I'd love to get up there sometime. I know traveling's kind of a pain in the ass, but like, I bet it's beautiful certain times of year.
But the coolest thing about it was like July 1st, and it was 70 degrees, and it didn't get dark until 10 p.m. It was awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet. Cowboys in Dallas, obviously. Let's go.
Pleasant Grove as well. Let's ride, baby. Let's get it done.
The ESPN countdown clock says 33 minutes and 25 seconds until tip-off, so that puts us right at around 7:37. So,
hey, before we get into our today's sponsor, which I'm sure you guys know by now is PrizePicks, we just need to weed out all the fake ones. So if you're a real Mavs fan, spam MFFL down in the comments. It stands for Mavs Fan for Life. You guys already know the motto. Mark Cuban started that in 2000 when he bought the team, and we're keeping it alive. Spam the MFFL.
That is pretty cool that he bought a team already standing and started like a acronym that has stood for 2 decades.
Absolutely.
That's pretty sweet. Khalil, Tony, Zach, we got Texas, Bama, GF, Samuel, Base Patriot Frog, Josh, Khalil, Tony, all getting their MFFLs in the chat. As we're 30 minutes and change away.
Here's an interesting development. This just in.
Oh, boy.
Kristaps Porzingis will play, will not start.
So it's going to be Al Horford?
Coming off the bench. It's going to be Al Horford in the starting lineup for the Celtics.
That's interesting. It's kind of twofold. That I think that weakens the ceiling of their starting lineup, but if KP's good, that strengthens their bench a little bit. So that's going to be interesting to see if that's a one-night deal or – how Joe Mazzulla works through that in this series. How much do you think Horford and KP play together, if at all?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a lot. It really depends.
They don't have to go to that lineup because obviously the Mavs are only going to play, for the most part, one true big at once. I mean, they'll have Kleba in there at the 4 sometimes, but...
We got Finn Mueller, love from Germany, number 41.
Let's go.
We love our Germans.
Is Dirk in Boston? Do we know?
I would imagine Dirk is there.
You would imagine?
I would imagine.
If he's there, is he in a suite somewhere? Is he courtside?
He's either courtside by the bench or he's in the suite. He wouldn't be like courtside.
By the way, the current best winner in team sports, Patrick Mahomes, voicing over the count, whatever you call it, countdown hype video.
Electricity.
I mean, that's an electric factory. The fact that the best winner in team sports right now is a Mavs fan is just sick. I mean, that That gave me even more confidence somehow
Absolutely.
that the Mavs are going to win this series.
I can't wait, man. We are about 30 minutes away from tip-off. We've been waiting an entire week. It's time to start playing some basketball.
Yeah, Tuesday would have been a better start, but we're here. We're happy. We're just over 30 minutes away. Shout out to Prize Picks. They've been with us all season long, and especially in the postseason. They've been an awesome supporter of ours, awesome sponsor. You still got 30 minutes till tip-off. Keep telling you, if you love daily fantasy sports, this is the app for you. And the NBA Finals is the perfect time to get in on all of the action. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100 for first-time depositors. And listen, we got a 3-player entry. I got a second entry as well. You can find it in Bears Coop. We could show it later.
Yep.
A play that I like tonight. But Jayson Tatum, there's a special right now. Clock's ticking, 30 minutes. They're giving you half a point. You take them more. You pair that with something else, you can win some money. We got Luka more than 31.5 points, and then Derrick Lively more than 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. 10 to win, 50.
I'll say this.
Right now.
It would be funny if the Jayson Tatum did not hit.
I'll gladly eat the $10.
Yep.
PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS, and you know why I'd eat the dollars. A, the Mavs would win. B, I use code CLNS, and I got an extra $100 when I signed up.
Exactly.
So you guys can too. Check it out. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Coop will get that link going for you guys in the live chat right now. All right. Let's talk a little matchups here. Let's get into this game a little bit. Mavericks, of course, beat the Timberwolves in 5. The Celtics beat the Pacers in a sweep. They are 12-2 in the postseason. What does that make the Mavs? 12-5 in the postseason. Yep. 2-1 in terms of games lost by round. So they've played a few more games. They've certainly played some more high-leverage games than Boston has up to this point in the NBA postseason. Coop, we can kind of go one by one through some of your keys to victory for Dallas tonight, and then we'll do the same for me as well.
Yeah, number one, I think, is weather the first 5 minutes of this game. From the tip to the first TV timeout, I think you got to be within 5 points. You got to not let that Boston crowd get to you and affect you. And that kind of goes the same for Kyrie as well. You just got to embrace the moment and enjoy it because this is the NBA Finals. It is the highest stage of basketball in the world. And a lot of these guys, stands for Kyrie, haven't been here before. So I think it's very important to weather the first 5 minutes of the game and just kind of get your feet under you and you go from there.
Yeah, I mean, look, like that crowd, it's game one of the finals. It doesn't matter if you're in Boston or Minneapolis. Like, it's got to be rocking to start this game. But I think you can add an extra 10 to 15% due to the fact that it is a Boston crowd and due to the Kyrie factor. I mean, and there's no question about it. So the Mavs need to stay calm early. Be smart with the ball. Like, if you're Luka, I don't need any of your kind of 50-50 type passes early on. Like, like through the course of the series, like, you're going to take those chances and live with the occasional mistake. But I think early on in this game, be smart with the basketball, operate in the offense, and make good decisions. I think that's very important.
Absolutely. My number 2 key, and this is kind of more X and O's, I think you really need to be physical on the wing. I think you need to give Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown as much hell as you possibly can, and the Mavs are well equipped to do that with the likes of Derrick Jones. I think that those two guys, Derrick Jones and PJ Washington specifically, really just need to be physical and kind of be Lou Dort more or less in this series.
Yeah, I like that one. Pick and roll. This is one I'll discuss further as well, but we know the Mavs are a heavy pick and roll team. Boston has struggled in the postseason, worst defensive pick and roll team statistically in the playoffs. So stick to who you are and go back to the well until they can show they can stop it a few possessions in a row.
Absolutely, yeah. They're the worst pick and roll defense in the postseason. Now a lot of that's without Kristaps Porzingis. So we'll see if that bears fruit or not. But I really do believe that the Mavs have an advantage in the pick and roll. They've been the best lob team basically in the NBA since they got Daniel Gafford. So I really think that this team can take advantage of the Celtics there. And I know the Celtics are a good defensive team. They are the best defensive team in the NBA for a reason, but I really think the Mavs can find an advantage here.
Well, and let's be honest, the Timberwolves were the best defensive team in the playoffs going into the last round, and the Mavs torched Minnesota in pick and roll.
Yes, they did.
It was not an issue, and they've got a better. I know we rip on Rudy Gobert. I think he's a better defensive center, at least in terms of rim protection, than Al Horford or Kristaps Porzingis. Not that they're not capable, but if you can handle that Minnesota team in pick and roll, like I think the Celtics are probably going to have to find some different adjustments than Minnesota did. Limit turnovers, Coop. Obviously, they've been a little loose with the ball at points in this postseason run. It kind of goes back to that first point, like especially early, just like settle into this game.
Yep.
Play smart.
You kind of hit on it as well a little bit. Luka, don't throw the dumb passes. Don't try to be a hero. Just try to simplify the game here early, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, and look, with Luka, you live with some of the turnovers because he makes so many next-level passes to get open looks. But, especially early, you'd almost rather have a conservative, smart approach than to try some crazy skip passes or anything like that.
Yeah, and then number 5, Kyrie needs to show up, man. It has been such a weird postseason for Kyrie. There have been first halves where he's completely disappeared, and there have been first halves where he looks like the best player in the world. So I would like good Kyrie to show up tonight, and you know what? I think coming back to Boston will fire him up a little bit, and I think he will. I think he's going to start out hot. Yeah,
I mean, look, it'd be huge. He's been pretty spotty in first halves, especially first quarters in this postseason, but I thought he gave you some better early production against Minnesota than the first 2 rounds. So we'll see if that carries over. And, yeah, the first couple minutes is going to be interesting. I mean, we'll see if it lasts for 4 quarters, but I expect early on thunderous boos every time Kyrie touches the basketball.
Absolutely. So. It will be louder than I think any NBA arena's ever been.
Wow, that's a statement.
And that's even louder than the Warriors. I think this crowd is going to be nuts.
I wonder if they'll have a decibel level on the TV. It's going to be.
I hope they do. We'll get to Harrison's Keys in just a moment, but if you hate the Celtics, type FBOS in the chat right now. I better see everyone typing it because we are not a Celtics
If you want extra
fan.
credit, type F Smitty.
I like that too. If you want to go harass Smitty, you can do that as well. I'm not promoting that. I'm not promoting it. I saw Tony starting that trend right now. Yes, sir. Let's go, Tony. Shout out Jason. Shout out Samuel typing the F Smitty as well. Let's go.
F Smitty.
Smitty has just been so annoying over this last week. It's been a joke. I can't wait to shove it down his throat. Pause.
Whoa.
Omar's burner saying, let's go Mavs.
About time. Where you been, Omar?
That Texas couple. Kane as well. Based Patriot Frog. Let's go
Smitty Gobert.
I like that.
That's good
I'll
stuff.
start calling him that. What's up, Rudy?
If it's 2-0 in this series, he will be Smitty Gobert. Saman says Mavs in 5. That was my initial pick. I'm swaying between 5 and 6. I did not think KP would be ready game 1. He is, but he's coming off the bench, so
shout out.
See how effective he is.
Shout out Jordan McIntosh. F Boston. Mavs fan for life. Let's go. F Smitty. I love that energy, baby.
Omar says, I've been at Brandon Ayuk's house. Sarah said it's taken forever.
Omar, you might be there.
Are you paying rent at this point?
You might be there for quite a long time.
You might never leave.
Yeah, very possible.
Might never leave. We do have a Super Chat menu if you guys want to donate to the program. All Super Chats get on the show. Give you a Let's Go Mavs chant for 5 for 10. We'll take a hefty sip of our beer. Happy Dad. That's what I'm rocking with tonight. Got shots on the menu. Beer bong race for 50. It's all available if you guys feel inclined to donate. All right, we'll flip to my keys now. There's some overlap, certainly, but look, I guess you could say Porzingis now. The top big off the bench.
Yeah.
Lively outplays Horford, Porzingis. I guess whoever plays more minutes out of that too, and it's kind of interchangeable.
And I still think that will end up being Porzingis.
If he looks comfortable early, I think he'll play, 25 minutes tonight?
28 minutes?
25 to 28. I don't think he'll be in the 30s tonight, but you need Derek Lively. The point more than anything is he needs to be a consistent force off the bench. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to play perfect. I don't expect a 16 for 16 from the field this series, just like he was in the last round.
Exactly.
But, be that active offensive rebounder who's been all playoffs, set good screens, be a roller, be that rim protector. Obviously, you need those things out of Daniel Gafford as well, but I think all things equal, Lively's going to be playing the crunch time minutes more often than not, so you need him to be a big factor in this series, and especially tonight to set the tone.
Yeah, certainly. Even though Lively comes off the bench, I still think he'll end up playing more than Daniel Gafford does. They usually bring him in around 8.5 minutes or so. Gafford gets those 3.5, 4 minutes, and then you bring in Lively. And I kind of think that rotation is going to continue. Again, I will be curious to see how long Joe Mazzulla waits to go to Porzingis, because that could also dictate some matchups here and there. Is Maxi Kleba the first guy that comes off the bench when Porzingis comes in? I could see that as well. So.
I still think you mean after Lively?
Yeah.
Yeah. The seventh guy. Yeah, I could see that. That'll be interesting. And I'm curious too if Porzingis overlaps any minutes with Horford and Porzingis. If Missoula does.
If we know anything about Porzingis, it's that we don't know anything about Porzingis.
Yeah, we don't know what the hell he's.
So we have no idea. Well, we have no idea.
He could drop 28 tonight. He could be 1 for 4 and play 9 minutes.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen.
No clue.
PJ Washington need to hit some shots tonight. He was a little more spotty in the last round offensively. Hit some big ones in the first couple games, but percentages certainly dipped in that series against Minnesota. I think find that middle ground of where he was against OKC in Minnesota. Like, he was lethal against the Thunder, high 40s. I think in low 30s last series.
Yep.
Mid-high 30s, if you give me that, especially from the corner, you'll live with that number because when I get to this next key here of hunting Porzingis and pick and roll and really just pick and roll in general, you can go ahead and flash it here. You know, if I'm Boston, I'm forcing Washington / whoever's on the weak side to hit some shots. So if PJ can knock a few down, especially 1 or 2 early, like if he could hit an early one, that would kind of, maybe shift the complexion of the X's and O's in favor of Dallas.
Yeah, get the Smitty's in the chat because I was talking to Smitty earlier this week, and he was thinking that the Celtics are just going to play Luka one-on-one, and they're going to play drop. And
I think they'll start this series one-on-one, but...
And I said, okay, like you're going to let the best offensive player in the world play one-on-one? That's fine. Okay, you're going to trap him. You're going to throw it to Derek Lively at the nail. It's 4-on-3, and that's where P.J. Washington comes in and is going to have to hit an open shot. If he's open, he's got to hit shots, man.
And he's just got to keep shooting, too. I mean, I felt like there were a couple last series where he'd miss a couple, then he just wouldn't shoot the ball. It's like, you got to shoot, man. Like, that's kind of your role in that situation. Omar's burner. We'll get the heavy sips going here.
Let's go. Shout out Omar.
He says, I may be at his house for a bit, but what I do know is posting OTA updates on Instagram to me as a signal to other teams, not the team he is on right now. Cheers, Mavs in 6. Shout out Omar's burner. Shout out Omar's burner. We are less than 20 minutes away from tip-off. Before we get to my next key, hit that like button.
Yes.
Let's get more likes on the stream. We got 138 people watching, 33 likes. Let's get those numbers up as the countdown to tip-off of the NBA Finals is here. Mavericks Celtics Game 1 in Boston.
I think it's pretty simple. If you want the Mavs to beat the Celtics, then like this video because you'll be helping us out and we'll be getting more Mavs fans in here. The transitive energy from us to them will be felt.
Yeah, there's no question. There is no question.
Kind of looking at the scenes from the building, looks pretty electric. It is like
dude, we're 18 minutes from tip-off. I don't see an open seat.
Don't see an empty seat in the building.
And there's a lot of people standing like on the edges of the court too. Like that is I don't know what the record is in the TD Garden capacity, but I'm guessing it's up there tonight.
Is our guy Davey Pageview sitting courtside tonight?
There's Kristaps Porzingis walking to the court, all smiles. He looks like someone ready to play. We'll see.
I can't stand that guy, man.
I thought you were a Porzingis.
That's not true.
I was gonna say you like KP.
That's not true.
It's conflicting. It
is because I want him to lose. He is the most frustrating player in the NBA. There's also that. But at the same time, I think he's a good guy and has good intentions. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough. We hate him this series, that's for sure. Wasim Khan.
Shout out Wasim.
Going out, so I'll miss the stream tonight. Let's fucking go, Mavs. Mavs in 6. Wasim, pull out the phone every once in a while, not while you're driving.
Check in on us. Yeah, no driving and texting or watching YouTube.
None of that. You can listen to us in the car, but let's not do anything crazy.
We appreciate you, Wasim.
Appreciate you, Wasim. We'll be here all night. So.
I like Mavs in 6 is a popular pick, and let me tell you why it's a guarantee. And you know where I'm going. They're wearing the City jerseys in Game 6 at home.
And they're wearing them tonight.
They will not lose.
What's the script? Win tonight, lose Game 2.
I received the script from Adam Silver earlier this morning. It's win tonight. Unfortunately, you will drop Game 2. My streak of going 0-6 in postseason games across my teams will be over on Wednesday.
Coop will be in the building for Game 3.
I will be there Wednesday. They will win. I think they will win Game 4. They will lose Game 5. They will come back home and close it out in Game 6.
I picked Mavs in 5, so my avenue is the same, except they close it out in Boston. If it's 6, I'll actually say they lose Game 4 win Game 5 on the road because that's what they do.
You know what? That's true.
And then come close it out. They don't lose Game 5 on the road.
They don't lose
just
Game 5. That's always Luka's best game of a series is Game 5. So you're absolutely right about that.
All right, let's get to the next key for me. Then we'll get to Omar in a moment. Win the points in the paint battle. The Mavericks did a good job of this against Minnesota. Minnesota kind of figured out a way to kind of turn the tide on that a little bit. But considering going into the series, that was all the chatter, like, oh, they're going to get killed in the paint. That was not the case. That's where Lively and Gafford, you got to be ready for Luka to pass you the ball because when you think he's going to shoot, he's going to drop it off, he's going to throw the lob. And then obviously when Kyrie and Luka get into the paint, they got to finish. So, if you can get downhill and force those bigs to make tough decisions, I think you can score 40, 50 points in the paint fairly consistently in this series.
The Mavs, I saw this stat. The Mavs have over 50 alley-oops in the playoffs.
It's unbelievable.
I think the next best team, as far as alley-oops go, had 9.
Well, it was the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
They've been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah. They haven't played in almost a month.
Jokic is whitewater rafting.
I do believe the Mavs will have the points in the paint battle because the Celtics like to play a lot of 5 out, especially when KP's on the court. Yeah,
I got to find those cutters, those slashers, take advantage and pick and roll as well. And then we've kind of discussed it, but Kyrie just needs to embrace this for what it is. He knows he's going to get grilled. He knows it's going to be raucous. I think he's ready for it. I think he's said as much. When he's at peace, he plays his best, and that's where he's been for a while. So, let's go. If he could get off to a good start and silence the crowd a little bit. It'd be kind of funny if the Mavs were, Mazzulla takes a timeout. It's like 10-4 Dallas, and Kyrie's hit a couple of shots. He gave him one of these to the crowd early on.
Kyrie won't provoke.
That would be an electric factor.
Kyrie will not
I tend to agree, but that would be an electric
That would be awesome. There's no question about it.
Omar's burner with the super chat.
Oh, man, Omar.
Scott Foster and Tony Brothers. Coop definitely had a mini heart. Are they both tonight?
No, they are not. They are not tonight.
Who do we have tonight? Do you know?
We have,
as Coop calls them, the blind mice.
The 3 blind mice tonight. Number 15, Zach Zarba.
Okay.
Number 58, Josh Tiven.
He's kind of tough, but
number 61, Courtney Kirkland.
That's not a bad ease into a series crew. I'm not a Tiven guy, but
Tiven and Kirkland especially.
Zarba's pretty solid.
Zarba's solid.
He's the head chief, right?
Yes, he is. I will tell you this: Kirkland does not like Luka. He doesn't.
Fucking
Kirkland. Do with that information what you want.
Zachary Horridge here with the 2.
Shout out Zachary.
Shout out MFFLs. This is for the books. Let's go, Zach.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
I'm so ready. Got about 13 minutes or so. It's time.
It's time.
13:20.
Also, I want to shout out all the real ones that have subscribed to us throughout the 2024 postseason.
You'll help the scroll bunch.
We've gotten over 3,000 subs in the first 3 rounds of the series, so we greatly appreciate it. Let's continue. Try to get to 30K by the end of the finals.
30 by the end of the finals? That'd be dope.
Let's do it for our guy Seth.
If you're an MFFL, subscribe. If you're just a big NBA fan, we talk ball here as well. So show us some love, hit the subscribe button, and let's make it happen, man.
Let's do it for our guy Seth, man.
Yeah, let's go. Does he get a ring if the Mavs win? I think he does, but Grant Williams doesn't.
I don't know if he gets a ring, honestly.
I'm saying
not
from
like baseball.
I don't know from a literal standpoint. I meant from just like a joke around standpoint. I wouldn't mind if they sent him one. They've traded him 3 times.
Yeah, he probably deserves it. I mean, yeah, the Mavs have done Seth pretty wrong.
Listen, they had to trade him. He wasn't doing nothing. So hit that sub button if you haven't already. We are 12 minutes and 20 seconds per ESPN's countdown clock away from the tip-off of Game 1.
That is Josh Hart.
Oh, all right.
That's the only way he'll get to the finals. Shout out, Marsh.
I do like Josh Hart.
No, I like Josh. Josh Hart, I don't know if you know this, diehard Chelsea fan.
Oh, okay. All right. He'd be a guy I'd love here someday.
Yeah, Hart would be. I'd love his motor, man.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Good role player. All right. We always like to play this game. If the Mavs do blank, they will win tonight. I know we've gone through some keys to victory, Coop, so you can revisit one of those. The chat, I want you guys to get involved in as well. What has to happen more than anything else for the Mavericks to win this game?
If Kyrie scores 25, they win.
Okay, I like that.
That's mine. I think if Kyrie has a good game, they win this one.
How about this? Derrick Lively scores in double figures. 10 or more points.
Okay.
10 or more points. Because I think he'll do all the other stuff.
I absolutely
Derrick Lively, double figures. Khalil says limit Boston's threes.
Absolutely.
Tony, I know, man. How you liking it out there? Peter says, shout out my name.
Coop is my sausage daddy. Says if Coop plays 20-plus minutes, the Mavs win.
Well, he played 48 last series, and they lost.
If Coop played 2 seconds in the finals, the Mavs would lose.
Whose minutes would be more brutal, Coop or Dwight Powell? It might be Dwight Powell. His 3 minutes cost him a game.
Yeah,
the game you were at.
They did.
I mean, it was unbelievable. They were like -8 in his 3 minutes.
I blame Dwight Powell. I got to go run and help out our main channel real quick.
Uh-oh. Okay.
But
you want to throw the super chat on screen?
Exactly.
And y'all continue to shout out what the Mavs need to do to win. I'll give Jason here a nice little beers cheers.
Jason, I am also drinking my beer. You just can't see it.
He says, quick beer slam before tip. Love you guys. What you do. Let's go, Mavs. Appreciate it, Jason. Khalil says, I'll take Coop over 10. Base says, no Exum or Hardaway, and we win. Yeah, I don't know if we'll see either of them tonight. Base also said if we win rebounds and turnover battle, we win. Hayden says, I can't believe the Stars lost, but come on, Mavs win. Yeah, they should have won Game 6. There should have been a Game 7. They totally outplayed Edmonton, but they just couldn't find the back of the net. They outshot them 35-10 on goal. Oh, Tex in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Tex. Omar's Birder says, if Jaden Hardy provides a spark when the Mavs are on the ropes, we win. I like that little Jaden Hardy spark. He's been good the last couple of rounds since he's gotten an opportunity. He's been good. This will be Kristaps Porzingis' first game in 38 days. He's been out about 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks. What else? What else did the Mavs need to do to win this game tonight? I did see that, Khalil. That's like an unheard of upset. U.S. beating Pakistan in cricket. That's an unheard of upset.
No, that's like USA beat.
What's going on in there? Oh. You gonna close that door? Don't want to hear some screaming in my ear from Smitty. Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, I know, Khalil. That was nuts. I've never sat down and watched a cricket game. As big of a sports fan I am, that's kind of a loaf on my part. I'm surprised I never have.
The Cricket World Cup in New York this year.
I know. That's crazy.
They built like a whole arena over right by where the old Nassau Coliseum used to be.
Is a football stadium not enough room for?
No.
Oh my god.
It's an oval, so it's not quite baseball, but it's like that sort of shape.
Was there a single already built structure in America, like for a main stadium that they could play in, or no?
Funny enough, the Grand Prairie Air Hogs former stadium was turned into a cricket ground about 2 years ago.
So they do play cricket out there?
They play cricket there. I believe there will be some World Cup matches there. Can't quote me on that.
Okay. That's interesting. What was this today? Just an exhibition?
No, this is the World Cup.
Oh, well then there are that was there. Chase said it was out in Grand Prairie today.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's where they're going, though.
Who you got? DAL for the Mavs, BOS for the Celtics. You can go vote on our live poll as well.
We got another 10 coming in as well from our guy Bruce.
Shout out Bruce. He says,
Tim Hardaway and Dwight Powell legacy game. Also take a shot or something. You know what? I'll take a shot.
All right, Coop's got you. I'll stick to my beverage here.
You got the Patron Silver, for those who can't see.
There we go. Khalil, legit group stage game. Yeah, that's, crazy. No bean boozled, Omar. We're locking in here. I got a happy dad text. Little wild cherry. We got about 6 or 7 minutes till tip-off. Oh, they're attributing Bill Walton.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. That doesn't help the Mavs' chances.
Porzingis was wearing a Bill Walton shirt earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think their whole team are wearing shooting shirts.
If Boston wins tonight, it's because of Bill Walton.
Yeah. That helps them.
A little extra motivation. Aaron Smith, who's going to be the unsung hero for the Mavs?
Ooh, good
Who knows?
question.
There's always someone that helps you win a finals that you may not have expected.
Give me.
Could it be Maxi Kleba? Jaden Hardy?
Hardy was my gut. I think Klebe is a better answer.
I don't know if I have the nuts to pick Josh Green.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I thought Josh Green did some decent things last round, but unsung hero, that might be a stretch.
No.
Yeah. Let's just be content with decent play from Josh for now. Appreciate it, Bruce. I love this next one. Will the Mavs win the finals? Type Y for yes or A for absolutely.
There's 0 no's.
Nope.
I see Big Tex in the chat.
Yeah, I know. Tex is hanging out.
Shout out Big Tex.
Those are both true, Tex. Those are both true.
Sam Higgins says, I would love a Hardy party. Me too. That'd be awesome.
If Party gave him like an 8-point spurt in the second quarter, that would hit like crack.
Keep calm, says Al Bundy, our guy. Everyone's typing their A's and Y's.
Gotta say, shout out to the NBA. National anthem action here at 7:31. We might start before 7:36.
Let's go.
Although we probably have to sneak in about a 6-minute commercial break. Javi says A. Rockin says yeah. He's typing both. Let's go.
All right. One more time before tip-off. If you want the Mavs to beat the Boston Celtics, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon right now.
Let's get to 100 likes.
Get to 100 likes before tip.
Got 214 people watching. Let's get to 100 likes.
I can't wait, man. We are so close.
Let's go. Oh, I didn't realize Rolly's on Heat, too.
He's simulcasting, yeah.
That's kind of an electric factory.
No reason not to.
Yeah, let me see here.
National anthem getting underway from apparently someone who was a finalist on The Voice this year.
Omar's burner. What's the confidence level, everyone? It's a good one. Scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to go 7-1 for this game tonight. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not sitting here saying they're for sure winning this game, but I feel pretty good. I'll go 7-1.
I like it. They're going to win this game. Give me 8-4.
Oh, man. I like it.
8-4.
I like it.
Here is our current battle situation, by the way. Now, the Celtics cheated, and they got a head start. Shocker that the Celtics are cheating.
Smitty cheating.
Yeah. But help us beat Celtics today in our battle. Across all 3 channels, we're trying to outperform them. So please go ahead and like the video if you haven't already. Game 1 is minutes away from happening.
3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, somewhere around there.
ABC showing their intro. We're here. We're about to tip off in the NBA Finals, and your Dallas Mavericks are in it, baby.
I mean, it is
surreal.
It's incredible. It's actually
surreal.
Incredible.
Shout out Jeff Bartlett, W. Herman, Samuel as well, Aaron Smith, Todd Jewell, LFG Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs.
If more than 4 Mavs average 10 or more points, to see the Mavs 1 in 5. I mean, yeah, if you're getting multiple other guys after Luka and Kyrie scoring fairly consistently, that's definitely going to go a long way.
I'm in on that. RT Production says Mavs in 1. If that was possible, that'd be sick.
W. German says, must be a Mavs fan club. Mavs 85. That guy saying Mavs in 1, just quick hypothetical. You said you're an 8-4 tonight. You're already saying no?
Yeah.
Saying, would you just take a 1-game chance tonight?
No.
I wouldn't either.
Absolutely not.
If it was at home, would you? I still wouldn't, because I think they're better on the road.
I would not. Let's go play 7, hopefully 4.
Yeah, it's a long series, too. 2 days off until Game 2, another 2 days off till Game 3. Shout out to the NBA.
This commercial is why Chuck got an Android. The marketing got to him.
Did it really?
No.
Well, I thought it was Mr. Rick
Carlisle
it was Mr.
that got
Rick. To him. R.I.P. Bill Walton.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Rest in peace, Bill.
Tough loss, man.
He's a legend.
It seemed fitting that he passed the year the Pac-12 expired.
It did. I mean, college sports are dead.
Dave Pash was telling some pretty funny stories on television and social media.
Bill Walton, a legend of the game, man. Absolutely.
Just minutes away. Who you got in Game 1?
Let us know. DAL for the Mavs, BOS for the Celtics. I better not see one BOS in here, though.
Yeah, y'all can go watch Smitty.
Or don't.
DAL for the Mavericks, BOS for the Celtics.
Khalil, Ethan.
How long was the layoff for the Celtics? I think it was 10 days. I think the Mavs had 6 days off. Celtics had 10. I believe.
Yeah, 9. 9?
I think it was 10.
Might have been 10.
I think it was 10. 9 or 10. Mavs had 6, though.
Jason, Omar, Sam, all typing their DALs as well.
Let's go.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
Jeff Bartlett saying Mavs.
I mean, we're here. We are here. Shout out you, Jason.
Ghostface as well. Oh,
Jeff
man.
Bartlett.
I'm nervous. I didn't think I was going to be.
I'm not that nervous. I'm just ready for this damn game to start.
Jason says cheers. You know what, Jason? Cheers to you, my friend.
No
Cheers
nerves
to you,
tonight.
Jason.
If they're down 1-0, I'll be nervous game 2.
Yeah,
No.
if they're down 1-0, I'm okay.
Look, if it's tight late, I'll be nervous tonight.
I'll be honest. This may sound, if they're down 0-2, I'm not like the series is over.
No.
It gets harder for
Yeah.
sure.
I also am supremely confident they will not be down 2-0.
Rusty Shackelford, Daddy Luka's gonna make 2 babies tonight. So it's Devin Booker, it's
Rudy Gobert,
Rudy Gobert,
his actual daughter.
it's. Am I missing anyone? We can say the entire Clippers.
Yeah. Oh, Smitty is.
Smitty is so fired up.
I mean, this is actually like.
This is life or death for him.
Yeah, we may not see Smitty again if at Chat Sports if I don't mean little death, but he may take a week of PTO.
He may have to. You may have to.
I mean, he actually. I don't feel bad for him at all, but like this is kind of Smitty against the world in the Chat Sports.
Oh, I don't feel bad for him at all either.
No.
He's brought it on himself. He's been the most arrogant Celtics fan all year, and here we are in the finals.
Someone in the chat, Ant. Yep.
Yep. Oh, Ant's on the list, absolutely. Luka's going to be like cheaper by the
Ant was
dozen.
on the list when Luka bent next to him and whispered in his ear.
Ooh, Khalil says if we up at the half, I will light up.
I think Luka, when he bent over next to Ant, talked to him in his ear, actually said, "You can now call me Daddy." Goo gaga.
Shout out to Khalil. I Refuse says Kyrie lost to the Celtics last 12 games, which means a Celtics sweep
Is
over
that actually
the feeble
true?
Mavericks.
He lost 12 in
He's
a row?
lost 12 in a row against Celtics.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, I Refuse. You're wrong.
Well, that just means he's due.
Let's go, baby. We are at 7:38, so Chuck was wrong.
Well, ESPN had to sell some extra ads.
No shock
no
there.
No surprise there. At least it's not going to be 45.
No, it won't be. It might be 40, though, and that's okay.
Continue to let us know. Continue to vote on the live poll.
Let's go. Be sure to hit
you
that
would've-
subscribe button as well.
You would have thought Smitty was a high school coach before a state championship game. With
Oh,
that.
it's ridiculous.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, Smitty.
It's actually sad what he's doing. Pressure says, Bears fan, but had to show love. Let's go, Mavs. Shout out.
What's up, Pressure? Appreciate the love. Base says Luka doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants.
Ooh.
I actually like that.
That's heavy.
That's good stuff.
That's tough.
He was Spark Notes before Spark Notes.
If you're ready for tip-off, type me in the chat right now. We are seconds away, I believe, as the teams have taken the court. They are getting their getting the feel for the ball, and the ball will be in the air momentarily.
Here we go.
Ghostface. Khalil, excuse me.
Starting lineups for the Mavericks: Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Derrick Jones Jr., P.J. Washington, and Daniel Gafford. For the Celtics, it'll be Jrue Holiday, Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Al Horford.
Here we go.
As Kristaps Porzingis will come off the bench in his first game in 38 days. Here we go. Game 1 of the NBA Finals at the TD Garden in Boston is underway as the Mavericks, almost stole the opening tip, but the Celtics do control. Jrue Holiday at the logo, defended by Doncic. Kyrie chasing Derrick White around. Looks like it's P.J. Washington on Jaylen Brown and Derrick Jones on Jayson Tatum. Jones defending Tatum into the corner. Al Horford pump fakes. Throws down a slam as Gafford bit on that one. May have to be willing to not leave your feet if Horford's catching those in the corner.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Horford's a good shooter, but you can't give that up.
Can't give up an open dunk. Doncic gets it on the post. Gafford kicks it out. Jones catch and shoot 3. It's
Cash
gone.
money!
That's a good sign early, Coop.
Cash money if Derrick Jones
Derrick
is
Jones
threes.
Jr.
Oh, baby.
How about a Daniel Gafford post-up to start the game?
Well, it was on Jayson Tatum.
Holiday catch and shoot 3 is good. That didn't take long. 5-3 Boston. Here we go. Doncic. Operating on Brown, who gets the assignment first. Luka backing down Jaylen Brown. Fade away from 15.
Yep.
Good. We're tied at 5.
The kid's on. You knew he was showing up.
Yeah, have fun playing man-to-man defense, Smitty.
Yeah, good luck. Play one-on-one, Smitty.
Derrick White brings it across. Gets a screen from Jayson Tatum. They'll switch it. So now Kyrie's on Tatum. Brown, catch and shoot 3. No good. Can't get the rebound.
Man.
Derrick White, he gets a 3. No good.
Oh,
Luka knocked it out of bounds. Jesus fucking Christ. He's laughing. Just grab the ball,
Grab
fellas.
the ball, son.
Grab the ball, fellas.
I just slacked Smitty. Please play one-on-one.
Here we go. Boston will inbound under the basket. White gets it into Horford. Over to Holiday. Tatum at the logo, defended by Doncic. Jaylen Brown thought about the catch and shoot 3.
You're there.
Driving.
Great defense.
Good defense by Washington. Quarter 3, no good.
Grab
Can't get a
fucking
rebound. 4th opportunity, almost an air ball. 5th opportunity coming.
Jesus Christ.
4 offensive rebounds by Boston here. Actually 3 and then a knockout of bounds. Horford, he tees up a 3. No good. Rebound Doncic. Finally.
That's a foul, too.
He got poked in the eye. No call. Oh,
No,
now they're going to call it.
They did call it.
Can we rebound the basketball?
My goodness. That's 5 opportunities the Celtics had. Can't let that happen.
Oh, yeah. Tatum bumped him in the head. Easy call.
Jayson Tatum trying to cheat already.
Let's relax.
Like the Astros. No different.
Stop. Doncic gets the switch on a Horford. Drives on him. Short. Good tip in by
Yes, sir,
Gafford.
Gaff.
Gaff's got to be active on the offensive glass. 7-5 Dallas. Tatum. That's a moving screen by Horford. They don't call. Good poke away from Washington, and that's going to lead to a turnover.
Push that.
Here come the Mavericks.
No.
Washington going to get downhill. And down! P.J. Washington, a rim rocker. Jaylen Brown coming the other way. Good transition defense. Tatum into the corner. Al Horford 3. Good. Back and forth we go. This is a fun one early, folks.
Oh, this is buckle up.
I thought it could be a little sloppy early. It really hasn't. It's been a pretty crisp game. Doncic gets a screen from Gafford. Poked away. It's going to be a leak-out dunk. Jaylen Brown. 10-9 Boston.
Don't love that. That's one of those passes that just shouldn't be.
Well, I think it just got poked away.
Poked?
Yeah. Kyrie, this is the first time he's touched the ball.
It is.
I don't think they were even booing him. Oh, take that, Kyrie. He drives on Horford. Tough floater. Blocked. He's just got to take that off the catch. Holiday driving, corner, Brown, pump fake. Good defense by Derrick Jones. Good pass to Holiday underneath for a layup. 7 quick points for Boston in the last minute. 12-9 Celtics. Just got to weather this here. Luka, good spin.
Oh, this is barbecue
Got
chick.
Horford, step back 3 over him. No good. That ball was kind of flat. Didn't get a lot of arc on that 3-point attempt. Tatum. I don't think
Not the matchup you want here.
He's got Gafford. Yeah, Washington's going to sag over. Luka's going to help. Good hands by PJ again. Kicks it to Horford in the corner. No good.
Ooh.
Rebound by
It's a
Derrick
lucky
Jones.
miss.
Kyrie coming the other way, getting booed. Pull up from 17. Good.
Oh, I was like, why
Tough
did you take that
fadeaway
shot,
there.
Kyrie?
12-11 Boston. Jayson Tatum into the corner, defended by Luka. Get some help. Good hands again by Washington's tipped 3 balls. That's a foul.
They got it.
Hey, is that clear path?
Probably not.
PJ has tipped 3 or 4 passes already, Coop. He's active.
They're very active on the defensive end right now. Not only PJ, Kyrie as well. Luka looks good on the defensive end. By the way, 2 Celtics contesting that Kyrie shot.
Kyrie was hanging in the air for about 3 real seconds on that one.
Al Horford got ball, too.
Was that ball tipped around and he recontrolled it and made it?
In the midair. That was an unbelievable shot by Kyrie.
Oh, Kristaps Porzingis and Derek Lively into the game.
The first chess moves are made by both coaches.
Lively Over to Irving. Thought about the three. Now he'll pull up from 20. Good. He's
Quit
hit his.
flopping, Jrue!
Kyrie's hit a couple in a row. 13-12 to Dallas early. Tatum. Oh, that's a turnover.
No, I don't think so. No, it went off Mavs.
Did Lively touch it last? Okay. Tried to run a little slip screen to Porzingis, who didn't catch it, but then Lively got his hand on it.
My first key of the game, weather the storm.
You're up a point at
the first
7-minute
TV
mark.
timeout. You can't ask for more than what you have right here.
No. Been back and forth.
Back and forth, good offense.
Fun 5 minutes, honestly.
Early thoughts. If the Celtics want to play Luka one-on-one all series, they will lose.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten to his spots. Has he hit 1 or 2 baskets?
He's got 1.
Yeah. Made a 2. Missed a couple.
Missed a 2.
Missed a 3 as well.
That's
Step back over Horford. Kyrie's hit a couple early. That's a good sign. Washington and Jones. How about that dunk by Washington?
Great dunk by Washington off the
hesitation.
catch as well.
Yeah,
left-handed dribble into the lane.
That was nice.
We love that.
Jaylen Brown could never with his left.
To drown Ed Robbins out of the chat who's saying, let's go Celtics, can you guys please spam the MFFLs while we tell you about our sponsor?
Yeah, drown this guy out.
Please spam MFFL in the chat right now.
We appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring tonight's Game 1 watch party between the Mavericks and the Celtics. Want to make some money? You can do it with Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. Even though this game's underway, you got second half plays that you can get in on as well. Use code CLNS when you sign up to get a $100 deposit match. Coop will get that link in the live chat for you guys. This was my play of the night. They gave you a freebie, half a point for Jayson Tatum, which I actually don't know if he's scored yet. He is not, so that technically is not hit yet, but he will score at some point. More than half an assist for Mr. Derrick Lively, which he already has. So, Coop, we're about to make some money. Already got the assist.
So we're basically
Once Tatum scores, we've already cashed in tonight.
This is why you play Prize Picks, because they have things like this where you can literally make free money. If you want more, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS. That will give you a deposit match up to $100. Pick more or pick less. It is that easy with Prize Picks. That link is clickable in the live chat, in the comments, and the description of today's show. It is Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, made easy.
Yeah, go check it out. You got other sports available too. Year-round, it's available. Jeremy Chugs.
Jeremy Chugs. Shout out Jeremy.
Danny says, go Mavs. Luka is Smitty's daddy. Chugs, you married a smart woman, so congrats.
Danny is a very intelligent woman.
And yeah, let's get this thing done. Let's get this thing done.
And thank you guys for spamming the MFFLs. I'm sorry, I just couldn't have more Celtics fans in the chat.
Yeah.
It's kind of unacceptable.
Drown them out. Drown them out.
Shout out Brent Workman.
Let's go.
Yeah, my initial thoughts are it's been a very fun game so far on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, look, the only wonky possession so far was when the Mavs couldn't grab a rebound, and then the Mavs have the one turnover, but otherwise it's been pretty smooth. Both teams are getting pretty good action. So
Celtics had 5 chances on that possession and missed them all. That could come back to bite them.
Yeah, you got away with it that time, but let's see if the Mavs can settle in on the glass a little bit after that miscue. Porzingis is in the game, Coop, for the first time in 38 days. Hasn't played since round 1 against the Heat.
Yep, game 4 against the Heat was the last time he played.
Oh, Celtics almost turned over on the inbound. P.J. Washington.
No, I think that's clean.
Tell you what, P.J. Washington's defense has been pretty good early. Jaylen Brown's going to get to the line here. I'm sure we won't get a replay.
Yeah, I was going to say, will ABC be better than ESPN? This is Porzingis' first playoff game outside the first round, by the way.
Yeah. Never went to the playoffs with the Knicks, and his 2 playoff stints with the Mavs lost to the Clippers in the first round. Jaylen Brown to the line for 2 after we don't get a replay, TNT style. First one's good.
I mean, show the replay.
Joke.
Ridiculous. I wonder why they didn't show it.
Second free throw. Brown.
Oh, my God. If he missed that, that would have been called a lane violation.
Here comes Doncic the other way, trailing by a point.
Oh.
Gets the switch onto Tatum.
His ass. Oh, yeah, get it again.
Splits Porzingis, who tried to double. Euro step, hang, scores! Can I get a foul call, please? Mavericks back up a point. That was Kyrie-esque, Coop, with his floating in the air. Lively out in the perimeter, defending Jayson Tatum.
They're going to let him cook here.
Yeah. Good defense by Lively. He's hanging with them. Good help at the end. Kick out, Derrick White. It was a nice pass. Good. It's a good pass by Tatum.
It's good offense, man. Sometimes
Lively held his own there, though. That wasn't bad.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving brings it across. Goes away from the screen, driving, kicks it out. Derrick Jones for his second three of the night. No good that time. Jrue Holiday clears it out. Mavs go one and done. Jrue a little loose with the ball. Kicks it out. Derrick White, another three. Fuck off.
Okay, Derrick White.
20-15, Boston.
Okay, Derrick White. Chill out a little bit, buddy.
Luka gets a screen from Jones. Attacking. Has Tatum on his hip. Good pass downhill, reverse layup, no good.
How does Luka not get that foul call?
I think if he would have got up with the shot, he would have. Derrick White to Porzingis, defended by Luka. Good defense, Doncic. Yeah. Oh! I don't know about that.
I don't know, Jim.
We'll see if we get a replay this time.
I doubt it.
I'm not holding my breath. Oh, we might. Oh, we're getting some bullshit sky cam.
No replay.
The last possession. What a joke.
If they're going to call it like this, Luka should just go to the line, go to the hole every time.
Porzingis to the free throw line. First one, good. 21-15.
Two officials the Mavs have problems with all season long are in Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Consider me not shocked. How about Jaden Hardy in the game here, Coop?
Jaden Hardy in, Sam Hauser in for the Celtics as well.
Can we cook Sam Hauser, please?
The Celtics have a Bill Walton patch on their jersey.
Josh Green in as well as Kyrie and Derrick Jones take a seat. Jaden Hardy going to bring it across. Oh, defended by Hauser, please. I mean, I might just ISO his ass here. Get it over to Luka. Gets a screen from Washington. Doncic going to take the three over Porzingis. It's good.
That's what you want.
Keep switching those, Smitty.
They have no answer.
Derrick White gets
Good
it to Porzingis.
Oh,
he's going to need help. Jaden Hardy being
Lively's there.
Tell you what, that's pretty good defense by Hardy. And he got poked in the face. No call.
That's two offensive fouls on Porzingis already. That should have been called.
Doncic defended by Hauser. I mean, this has got to be barbecue chicken. That's actually good hands by Hauser.
You got the steal.
Wow.
All right.
Porzingis gets it over to Derrick White. Backdoor cut. Good hands by Hardy.
Oh, my God. He stepped out of bounds.
Turnover by Boston. Here comes Washington. Go all the way, PJ.
You're there.
I mean, are they just going to let Porzingis bump on every single drive? Oh, they're going to call that.
We know who the whistle's favoring already.
I mean, come on, man. If Porzingis is
what a joke!
If Porzingis is allowed to body in the post the entire game, I mean, I don't know. They're going to call a hand check 30 feet.
We're calling hand checks 30 feet away.
And then Porzingis
pumps Jaden Hardy in the eye.
Elbows Jaden Hardy in the eye. No call.
Fucking embarrassing. That's one.
Tatum gets it over to Porzingis. Catch and shoot three. Not even close. Here comes Doncic, defended by Derrick White. Gets a switch onto Hauser. Step back. Three. No good. Oh, Porzingis
tried to get a foul on that.
I'm out on KP.
He's a pussy.
Derrick White over to Jaylen Brown, defended by Doncic. Good defense by Luka. Yeah.
He can't defend, though. He can't defend.
Good defense, Luka. Good defense,
God,
Luka.
I already hate the Celtics, and it's been 8 minutes.
Here comes Doncic the other way. Gets a screen from Josh Green. Driving, good pass. Get it into the corner. Oh, Josh, floater. Jesus.
He walked, too.
Doncic, corner, 3. Not even close. Tatum gets past Lively. Good help by Kleba. Good tip by Green there. Go, Jaden.
No. No numbers. Now go.
Hardy. Floater. Tip by Kleba. No, out of bounds. Kyrie got to check back in with 3:09 to go.
Probably for Luka is my guess.
Offense has got a little stale here the last few minutes.
24-18. Celtics lead.
Mavericks shooting 8 of 18 from the floor. Boston 8 of 16, but they've made 2 more threes, which is the difference, essentially. 6-point advantage for Boston. Derrick White gets it to Porzingis.
You're there, Derrick.
Lively in there, tight.
Oh, you got
He
beat.
played him too tight. Yep. Got burned for a dunk. Tell you what, Porzingis looks healthy.
Looks good, man. Absolutely looks good. He's got 6.
Hardy. We'll pick and roll with Lively.
Why?
Blocked at the rim. Jesus. Derrick White over to Porzingis. Back to White.
Oh, boy, they got a big mismatch here.
Yeah, Josh Green. Lively's going to have to help. Watch the backdoor
They
cut.
see it.
Face up. Good. You're getting cooked by Porzingis.
KP's hot.
28-18. Good timeout there from Jason Kidd. Good
KP's
timeout
hot.
there.
They got to find an answer for that. They're getting the mismatch with him almost every time down the floor.
I mean, if Kleber's in the game, how is he not on Porzingis?
Yeah.
He hasn't been on him once.
You got to get Maxey on him.
If Kleber's in the game and he's not defending Porzingis, he shouldn't be out there. Like, what are you going to do? Put him on fucking Sam Hauser?
Yeah.
I mean,
What are you doing?
oh, boy. All right. Mavs were up 9-5 at one point, Coop. Since then, it is 23-9 Boston. So it's been kind of an extended stretch here.
Yeah, Boston's played pretty well in the last 4 minutes especially.
Yep. All right. John Jacob, no match, Boston in 5. Yeah, you declare the series over in 9.5 minutes, John. Hardy been awful. Yeah, not a great stretch there for him.
Not good at all, man.
I love his aggressiveness, but, like, you got to understand situation. Like, they're kind of stretching out on you, the lead. Like, I don't need wild takes to the rim with Porzingis lurking.
That was a good timeout taken by Jason Kidd there. Try to settle him down a little bit.
Yep.
10 is nothing in the NBA, so the lead,
no, it's early.
lead doesn't concern me. But
It's early. You know, I feel like they didn't do a ton of Luka, Lively, or Gafford pick and roll early.
they ran a few of them, and that's where they got their buckets too.
Yeah.
So they need to run more of them.
You've gotten no scoring from your bigs, essentially. Gafford tipped that one in, but that was it.
Does Tatum have a bucket yet?
Tatum has taken one shot, and he missed it. Must
So
be
our
nice.
prize picks is in jeopardy.
It's not scoring. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing if that prize picks hasn't hit by the end of the quarter. Lively's done his part.
We knew that would be the case.
Tell you what, I didn't have Sam Hauser kind of pickpocketing Luka in the first quarter on my fucking bingo card.
I did not have that either.
I don't think that's sustainable, but good for him to pull it off there, I suppose.
We'll see. Go get a good shot out of this timeout. Run something for Kyrie. Get him an open look.
Yeah, I mean, he had back-to-back baskets and
Taken out of the game.
hasn't even touched the ball since then,
Yeah.
I don't think. I think he's touched the ball in 3 possessions, and he shot all 3 times. He made 2 of them.
By design? Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Is Game 1 Jason Kidd back? Are they just destined to lose Game 1?
Maybe so.
That's okay.
We'll see, though. It's not okay,
It's early.
but it's very early. We have 38 minutes left in the ballgame.
Yeah, I'm not sweating.
Not concerned.
I'm not sweating. All right, hit that sub button. We'll be here all series long trying to get to 30,000 subscribers as soon as possible.
Yes,
We'll be live
indeed.
for every single finals game. We'll have content in between the games as well on off days, so be sure to join us for that. Once the season's over, off-season coverage begins. So check us out, youtube.com/MavsTV. and we will have you covered for all of it. Tell you what, I think Porzingis has been the best player on the floor so far.
He has been. He's looked very good.
3 for 4, 8 points, couple of rebounds as a block. He's +9.
Lively played
him too tight there.
Then he got the mismatch on Josh Green, just shot right
Another
up.
elbow to the waist, though. I mean, he's fouled about 3 times, and they haven't called
He should have 3 fouls.
But, all right, it's okay. Gafford back into the game here. Backdoor cut, Josh Green. Kicks it over to Kleber. Kyrie's got to come get the ball. Already does. Luka's out of the game for the final 2 minutes here, it would appear, of this quarter. Oh, Jaden Hardy, tough fadeaway. Banked it in.
You take it however you get it. But
I'll tell you what, Coop, that was not intentional.
Nope. Bank's open, though.
Bank's open. It is Thursday. Peyton Pritchard into the game for the first time. Tatum switched on to Gafford. Takes a good contest by Gafford from 3, and he just buries it over him. I mean, if they're going to hit contested threes like that, it's going to be a long night.
Certainly.
Kyrie bringing it across. He's got to start hunting, man.
Good screen by Kleber.
Irving, step back corner 3 off the side of the backboard. Jesus Christ. Peyton Pritchard over to Porzingis. He'll pull up from 27. Good.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Oh, man. I mean, Porzingis, this might be the best game he's ever played. Kyrie blocked by Porzingis. Holy fuck. Here comes Boston. Good transition defense. Tough 3 from Hauser. Buried it. I mean, this is incredible. 37-20. I mean, they're kind of unconscious. I mean, sometimes 23-5 run and 5:50. Irving. Hardy, he'll take a 3. No good.
They have not missed.
I mean, they're making tough shots too. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap. And the offense has gotten really stale here. You can't start taking bad shots when they're making a ton of tough ones. Tatum, defended by Irving. Stripped. Good defense by Irving. Just go all the way, Josh. Make Porzingis. Oh! I mean, are they just going to let Porzingis do what he wants?
He should legit have 4 fouls.
Was that all ball? 3 from Pritchard. No good. I mean, Kleber just can't rebound. End of the quarter. I mean, Porzingis just absolutely fried you that quarter. 3 blocks, 3 rebounds, 11 points. Can't get a replay on that Josh Green. By the way, I know he didn't make it. I actually like Josh Green trying to yam that. Let's see this. Oh, he fouled him with the left arm, Coop. You can't use your left arm like that. It's a clear foul.
KP should have 4 fouls right now.
Clear foul.
Yep. Grade the Mavs' performance so far, A, B, C, D, or F. Down in the comments.
I mean, look, you've gotten blitzed. Let's just be honest. At the 7-minute mark, Coop, you were up 13-12, and we said, hey, you settled the first. You weathered the early 5 minutes, and since then you've been outscored 25-7. So, yeah, look, it's one quarter. It's not over, but it's hard to overcome losing a quarter by 17 points in the playoffs. I mean, let's just be honest. I think the goal at halftime, Coop, is get this to under 10.
Single digits, yep. Which is not the game you want to be playing after one quarter.
And by the way, you're not losing this game because the officials.
He should have 4 fouls.
Porzingis is legit fouled 4 times. I mean, that was not a block. I mean, he used his left arm on a 6'4" guard, Josh Green, to gain leverage. That's an easy foul.
I would say there's a lot of D's and F's in the chat. I would agree. I don't think it's anything better than a C- at best.
Oh, no. It's a D or F. You're down 17 after 1. I mean, it's a absolute failure of a quarter. Not good.
Not good at all. It doesn't feel like the couple of game ones where they just didn't show up. It doesn't feel that way.
No, they were in this game. The Celtics had a couple of shots, and then I do think Dallas's offense got pretty stagnant there. But, I mean, shit, they made some tough shots, dude. I mean, Sam Hauser's making fucking fadeaway threes falling out of bounds. Derrick White's making contested threes. Tatum's making, I mean, it's Tatum, I get it, but, like, how many threes did they hit that quarter?
How long will that last?
7 of 15. I'd say 4 or 5 of those 7 were pretty contested.
They were good shots, man. Did Tatum score? I don't know if Tatum scored.
Of course, the fraudulent announcers from ESPN won't acknowledge that Porzingis fouled on that job.
Of course not.
No, Tatum hit that 3 over Gafford. It's the
That's right.
only points he has.
Well, we made money on Prize Picks.
Yeah, we did cash in.
That's a pretty shitty quarter right there. You can bounce back pretty quick, though.
Yeah, that's not the quarter you want to start this series, no question. I'm not really sure, like, what major adjustment I'm doing, though, if I'm Jason Kidd.
No, you stay the course. They are not going to make those shots again.
I mean, you would think they're not going to be shooting that lights out for the course of 48 minutes. But, yeah, I mean, it felt like they were a step faster those last few minutes in particular. But still, like, I still maintain they just hit some tough shots.
Yep.
Tip the cap,
No,
man.
sometimes a team just hits shots, man. And you give them credit.
And you stopped hitting shots. You're 9 for 24.
Yep.
I mean,
you were 8 of 18.
Yeah. And I think before that you were over 50% at one point. So you've dipped down to 37.5. Mavs have yet to get to the free throw line.
Shocker there.
They should have about 6 attempts with Porzingis defending.
The non-Luka minutes killed them.
Yep. Kyrie, defended by Horford. I mean, he's got to make something happen here. He drives on him, lefty layup. No good. That's Dallas ball.
It went off Pritchard.
Good action by Gafford. Kyrie's got to make those, man. I know that's a high skill shot, but for him, I mean, to win this series, he's got to make shots like that. Kyrie on the right baseline, getting a shower of boos defended by Sam Hauser. Driving on him, hang, lefty floater, good.
Attack Kyrie. They have no one on the floor right now can guard him.
No. 37-22. Got to start on this end. You got to get some stops. Jaylen Brown into the corner. Peyton Pritchard, 3. No good. I mean, you got to rebound. What is Luka doing? He contested that shot and didn't go get the rebound. Jesus, man.
Good deflection by PJ. He's been your best player.
He's been your best defensive player by far.
Yep.
I mean, he's gotten his hand on 5 or 6 balls already. I mean, Luka has a good contest on that 3, and he's just lazy and doesn't go attack that rebound. Long rebound, Pritchard followed it. Extra possession here.
That's in a bit of a zone.
Brown driving with the left. Tough floater, good. I mean, even that's a tough shot, man. Like, that's why you just got to rebound. Like, you can't. They're too hot right now. You can't give them second chances. Luka gets the switch onto Horford. Good defense by Al. Gets it into Gafford.
Oh. I thought it was a bad pass.
It got there, and he made it.
That's all that matters.
Jrue Holiday driving, kicks it into the corner. Hauser, catch and shoot 3. I mean, they can't. It's unreal. They can't miss. I mean, if Sam Hauser's going to be a sniper, you're going to have trouble. You just are. Washington working on Hauser.
Wow,
that one actually wasn't a foul.
That's the first foul of the game the Mavs get?
Oh, they'll show this replay.
Of course they will.
No, it's Sam Hauser throwing in another 3. I don't think he even got full grip of that, and he made it. First free throws of the game for Dallas, 14 minutes in. Washington to the line for 2. Made the first. Just got to get some stops defensively, man.
Yeah.
You're getting torched, man.
That was such an easy possession for the Celtics. Jrue just got dribble penetration. They kicked it out to Hauser, and he is ready to shoot. And, of course, he buries it.
Washington makes them both. Down 16. Get this down to 10. Got a chip. Derrick Jones back in the game here. God, Luka just got crossed by Jaylen Brown, and he just posterized Daniel Gafford. I mean, everything they're doing is working. That was nasty from Jaylen Brown. Kyrie, contested 3, no good.
Bad shot.
Yep, that's a force. You're in danger, man. I mean, you could lose this game in a half tonight. Brown. Good defense by Luka that time. Kicks into the corner. Pritchard, 3. No good. Good rebound.
They got
by
a
Washington.
board, thank God.
And Hauser fouled him. No call. Kyrie bringing it across. Defended by Pritchard. I mean, he should just ISO his ass. I was told by a YouTube channel, and he smokes the layup, that Peyton Pritchard can defend Kyrie Irving. I was told that last week. But I guess if you're going to miss layups, then that counts as a stop. And then Kyrie fouls 50 feet from the basket.
It was a moving screen.
They're not going to call that. Oh, yeah, Hauser, the play before, swung the hip.
Tough finish by Jaylen Brown on the other end there.
He's been their best player in the playoffs. He's been better than Tatum.
I don't know what the Mavs do here. How do you get back in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with matching their energy, number one. Like, the Celtics have raised the energy level, and they have not matched it.
Nope.
I don't think they're no-showing, but they're like, you got to find that next gear.
Got to find an extra gear.
Boston has. They have fed off this crowd tonight. Brown gets the switch onto Luka, pushes off, crosses him again, backdoor cut, into the corner. Pritchard, good help defense here. Horford fakes the pass to Pritchard. Now he gets to him with 1 on the shot clock from 38. No good.
I mean, if that went in,
we might have signed off.
If that went in, it was over.
Washington to Lively. Luka looking to post up Pritchard. Horford's going to sag over.
And 1.
Oh. Go to the line for 2. They just got to take a breath here. Like, I don't think they're overwhelmed. They're just... I mean, this has been an impressive start for Boston.
It's been
Let's just be honest.
All the credit's Boston right now. The Mavs haven't played great. They haven't played the worst game they've played all postseason either.
No. First free throw from Doncic. No good. Now you can't do that shit.
Nope.
Try and come back.
Can't happen. Josh Green's in for Kyrie. Jrue Holiday comes out.
Second free throw from Doncic. Is good. You're even this quarter. Tied at 7. Doesn't feel like it.
Find a way to get a stop, man.
Derrick White defended by Josh Green. Another moving screen by Porzingis.
Good defense by Josh, though.
Good defense by Luka on Tatum here. Luka hangs with him. Really good defense by Doncic. Backdoor pass to KP. Missed the layup. I got to be honest. Lively should not have helped there.
No.
I mean, Porzingis just missed a point-blank layup because he overhelped. Oh, it's alley-oop all day. Oh, he just goofed the jump.
They got a foul.
Got a foul. He jumped way too he was either late or early.
Great defense by Luka on Tatum.
I don't need Lively to sag over. That was a travel by Porzingis too.
Of course.
Yeah, clear foul. He throws the hip at Lively. Should be number 4 at least.
I mean,
that should count as a shooting foul. Am I crazy? He's catching a lot.
No,
man.
Because
I've seen worse call the shooting foul.
I agree. But if you're going by the letter, which they never
do. That's my point. Good pass to Lively. That's a foul again, dude.
I mean, that's a clear fucking foul.
I mean, I don't care if it's accidental or not. You can't throw your fucking body at him like that. I mean, that's a fucking joke. That's unbelievable. That's actually unbelievable.
Fucking hell, man.
Tatum, contested 3, not even close. Must be nice to no-show, and your team's up 17. Luka
wide open.
Kicks it out. Washington, catch and shoot 3. I mean,
you got to make that, PJ.
No one with
that's got to go in.
Yeah, you're entering. This may not be your night territory.
You're 2 of 10 from 3,
and you were 2 for 4, so you've missed 6 in a row. Porzingis, good defense by Jones.
Fuck off, KP.
I mean, you can't miss. I would argue this is the best quarter and a half I've ever seen him play, and he's a really good player. Luka takes a tough step back.
That was dumb.
Yep. I mean, they might be done tonight.
Game might be over.
I mean, when's the last time they ran a good offensive set, Coop? It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Jaylen Brown, good defense by Washington. Oh, Lordy, man. White gets a switch onto Lively. They're going to go to Porzingis, who gets a switch onto Green. 4 on the shot clock. 3. Pump fake. Tough fade away. Good.
Bro,
it's actually insane. He's
me?
literally laughing. He knows he can't play better than this. Get his good game out of the way early, I guess.
Are you shitting me?
He will not play this good the rest of the series. There's just no way. He looks, dare I say it, Coop, he looks like Dirk offensively. He does.
It is unbelievable.
I mean, this is actually a borderline unconscious performance. Like, his shots aren't even hitting the rim, Coop.
It's unreal.
Unbelievable. I mean, he is 6 for 8, 15 points, 2 blocks, 3 rebounds. He's plus 19. Which the plus doesn't really matter. They're all going to be plus $1 million. Well, at least we made some money tonight. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring tonight's show. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100 when you first sign up. Want to get in on some second half action? I might do it myself because the game might not be much of a game in the second half tonight. Link is in the live chat. The way it works is simple. You set lineups 2 to 6 players, and you choose more or less on the different stat projections: points, rebounds, assists, combo stats like points plus rebounds plus assists. You also get deals sometimes, and tonight was half a point for Jayson Tatum. He only has 3. If it was his normal stat line, he'd have no chance of hitting. Get the more there. Derrick Lively already has an assist that already hit as well. Coop and I have cashed in. You can as well. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. 5 million users and counting. You should be one of them. Check it out. Got a super chat from Raging Bull. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. F Boston.
F Boston indeed, Raging Bull.
Yeah. Not much talking we can do tonight.
KP has been unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, man? You'd almost rather lose like this if you're going to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, your 2 stars are a combined 6 for 17, so that's not going to work.
I mean,
Tatum's 1 for 3 for 3 points, and they're up 21.
This is an all-time performance, and it's only been a quarter and a half.
I mean, they're 8 for 20 from 3. It feels like they're 8 for 10 from 3. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what the adjust. I mean, I'll say this, even though it's been some tough shots, they get that switch onto Josh Green, they're going to play through Porzingis the entire series that way.
Look, we said before the series, Porzingis was the mismatch for them. How are they going to adjust?
This might be. I'm not saying you do this soon. I don't even know if he's healthy. I mean, I'd rather have Omax on that switch with his length.
Omax won't play.
I know he won't. I'm just saying Josh Green's length gives him no chance to defend Porzingis.
He has no. I mean, he does have no shot.
He's actually done pretty well, and it doesn't matter.
Has Maxi Kleber guarded him once?
No. I mean, why even play him?
It has not been. I'm not saying the Mavs have been great defensively. They haven't been terrible.
It's been a lot of jump shots, man. Like,
they're forcing a lot of jumpers, and the Celtics are just flat out unconscious.
I mean, Porzingis doing this to the Mavs is, I mean, it's funny in the worst way possible. They win tonight. He's your MVP through 1 game. Washington brings it across, gets it to Irving. Over to almost turned it over. I mean, are they going to run like an actual set? Like, they're trying to just do like these little fucking ISO looks. Like, Maxi Kleber in the game. Porzingis back out. You need to make a run here. Jones in the corner, driving. Tough floater, good. Derrick Jones been pretty solid. Hit a 3, made that shot. Even that, I mean, that's tough. Like, Derrick Jones contested floaters. That's how you're having to score right now. Boston's going to live with that. Horford. Over to Holiday. Rise and fire over Luka. No good.
They missed a shot.
Rebound to Washington. I mean, it's a must score every time they miss. Kyrie goes behind the back. Step back. Kicks it over.
Oh, he tried to give and go.
Kleba. Jones. Over to Doncic. 10 on the clock. Luka driving on Holiday. Posting him up. Rises. Kicks it out to Kleba. Oh, they're going to call a foul in the pass. Kleba made that three, too.
I don't know, Jim.
I don't think it's a foul, but the Mavs still have possession. It's not like it changed anything. It's just side out of bounds. Luka driving, hanging, floating, smoked it. Jeez, man.
If you're smoking layups, you do have no chance.
Yeah, I mean, Kyrie and Luka have both missed a layup tonight.
Yep.
Jaylen Brown, 3, good.
It's wide open.
Yeah. Luka turns it over. You may just have to call this, man. This is an ugly showing for Dallas. It was an early coup. Now you're clearly just lethargic.
Yep.
Like, Kyrie gets it to Kleba, and they're going to call a moving screen there. So when Porzingis accidentally bangs into Derrick Jones, it's not a foul, but when Kleba does it, it is. What's the difference? I mean, it doesn't matter. You're getting fucking blitz, but, like, it's the same thing. It's incidental contact. Man. Not a good Luka game. He's got 3 turnovers in the first half. Holiday driving. Backdoor pass because Luka got beat. Luka's not in this game right now, man. You may have to take him out. Irving. What the fuck was that?
What on earth was that?
He threw it over to Kleba. He missed him by 6 feet. That was a foul, too, on the last.
Couldn't be a worse half here, Graham.
No.
You're going to be down 30 at the end of halftime if you're lucky.
Mavs in a zone. Tatum, 3. Good. That was contested, too.
I mean, this is amazing.
I kind of hope they win this by 50. I hope they shoot unbelievable tonight. Doncic layup on the other end. Mike Breen, a much-needed bucket. Yeah, we only need 14 more, Mike. Oh, Lord. Tatum. What the fuck was that? Horford at 38 somehow.
I mean, they clearly stepped out of bounds, right?
I'll tell you what, though. That right there is how this game is going. They're playing harder than you right now. That wasn't true earlier, but it is now. Nice flop by Jaylen Brown. Fucking loser.
Of course, they show a replay on that.
Oh, no, we're going to show. They've shown replays on possessions before, but not the possession at hand. Make it make sense. Dallas, 6 for 24 since the 6:20 mark in the first quarter. They've been outscored 44-16. Boston, 17-27. Brown, good deflection by Cleveland. Oh, that's Dallas ball. The blind mice are they're blind, all right. I mean, Boston was walking.
It doesn't matter, but
they're walking to the other end,
I
Coop.
know.
They're telling you they know they turned it over. I mean, that's embarrassing. Tatum, good block by Kleba. Yeah, shot clock violation. I mean, what? Can you get this to 20 in the final 3.5? I mean, that would be a win at this point. Kyrie bringing it across, still getting booed. Doncic driving on Brown, spin, kicks it out. I mean, Luka's got to take that shot.
Shoot that ball.
Washington 3, not even close. He's lost the stroke from 3, man.
Shoot the fucking ball, Luka.
Tatum on the right elbow. Good defense from Irving. Almost gets the turnover. Kicks it out. White, corner 3, air ball. Nice shot, Derrick. And then the Mavs turn it over, but they're going to call a foul on the Celtics. I mean, when Luka gets to the paint like that, I get he didn't fall on your pump fake. So what? Just shoot it after he doesn't fall for it. Fuck are you doing? Man. Mavs in the bonus. I mean, you got to try and get to the free throw line. Nothing else is working.
That's even more incentive for Luka to go shoot the ball.
Another missed free throw. Yeah, I thought early on, even when they started to expand their lead, it wasn't like an energy issue. It clearly has been for about a quarter now. That's not the only issue. They're shooting lights out, but like they've punched you and you've just taken it, and Washington just missed both. Oh, wow. Lazy turnover. Mavericks retain. Luka spinning, fade. Rolls in.
He should take 35 shots tonight.
Yeah.
I mean.
Timeout Joe Mazzulla. Down 25, 250 left. I mean, it sounds silly, but 20? I mean, that's kind of what you're – this game's borderline going to be over, but if you get it to under 20, I mean, maybe you have a chance.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's just possession by possession. Just try to play good basketball.
Honestly, yeah, if anything, it's just try to, like, find some solutions moving forward in this series, right?
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. You make adjustments and see what can work.
Man. Yeah, I mean, it's not much you could say. Boston's beat your ass tonight. They've made tough shots. They've raised their energy level the last quarter or so, I would say, since late first quarter, and you have not matched it. I mean, you've missed 8 threes in a row while they have just continued to make theirs. I mean, they're plus 24 at the three-point line. You're just not going to win.
And you are
down 25. As bad as you've played it, I mean, that in itself is really the difference. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Boston's length has given the Mavs trouble. That's been a direct result of 2 of Luka's 3 turnovers, just length, getting hands on balls.
I know it does sound crazy, but you said this, I would almost rather lose like this and you flush it.
Yeah.
You learn nothing from it.
Hopefully they shoot 60% and you're just like, there's no way they do that the next game. Yeah. I mean, obviously you're not going to punt on this game yet, but I mean, if this gets to like 35 in the midway through the third, I think you pull the ripcord at that point. But 25 right now, I think if you're in the huddle right now, you're Jason Kidd, get it to under 20. I mean, you were down 17 after 1. I mean, if you can be around that at the end of the quarter, I mean, technically you played them even this quarter. Doesn't feel like it, but...
It doesn't feel like to me that there's a lack of heart or a lack of effort here.
I do think Boston's energy...
I think Boston's
found another gear and Dallas did not.
Exactly. That's what it is. Boston has been the better team.
Yeah.
I think that's what it boils down to.
I mean, you got 33 points in 33 minutes. That's not going to play.
Enough said. Yeah.
Not 33 minutes. 20. What's the math?
22. 21 and a half.
Yeah, sorry.
Basically.
Whatever. Who cares? Oh, my goodness. Goodness. Oh, no wonder the Mavs are losing by 25. Benjamin took Mavs plus 4.5 in the first half.
Yeah, but Trent took Celtics in 6.
Who's Trent?
Trent, he is a Dallas wagerer who is wrong every single time.
Well, Benjamin, I've literally never seen him hit a bet. Never.
Fair enough. That's the Bob the Sports guy, right?
Yeah, he's one of their producers. I just quote tweeted him and said this explains a lot. Tell you what, these Celtics, they've done a good job finding shooters. Like, they've made some pretty tough passes. Like, not that one, but...
I mean, the KP is launching that thing.
He's back in the game. Didn't take advantage of him being out. Derrick White, defended by Kyrie. Gets a switch onto Green. Irving on Tatum. Tatum spins around him, throws down a dunk. I mean... They're already making tough shots. You can't give them easy ones either. 60-33. Luka gets a screen from Washington. Switch onto Porzingis. I mean, Luka's got to win this switch. They double team him, pass it to Washington, who throws down a dunk. I mean, Luka got hacked again, no call, but we'll take the 2 points. Running the same action. Kyrie stuck on Tatum again. Porzingis just hit a 30-footer again. I mean, he's just laughing. Like, he knows. It's like, he's like, this just isn't going to happen again.
You're down
Kaleba
28, man.
over to Kyrie, to Doncic. Irving defended by Horford. I mean, why is he passing out of that matchup? Kaleba drives. Good take by Maxey. Tough banker. Down 26. Jaylen Brown the other way. Behind the back. Torches P.J. Washington. Good help defense by Kaleba, but he'll go to the line for 2. Man, they just keep attacking, and you're a step slow, it feels like.
Yep.
I mean, it's a contested 28-footer from Porzingis. I mean, Jaylen Brown, first free throw, no good.
Remember when you asked if I'd take a one-off?
Huh, thank God you didn't.
Yeah. It's a series, man. It's a long series. You got to win 4. This is one of them.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's one game, but it's pretty alarming.
It's bad, but at the end of the day, it is one.
They got their ass beat in game 1 of the first 2 rounds and won game 2.
Our friend Stephen Stevenson says drug test KP.
What, for making jump shots? Jaylen Brown missed both free throws. Luka the other way, driving, stop, kicks it out, almost turns it over. Derrick Jones, why is he not shooting that wide open 3? Kicks
Good
it out
question.
to Kyrie.
Why is Kyrie not shooting?
I mean, this is just Kleba,
playing hot potato.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Someone shoot the fucking ball. Mid-range from Luka, good.
They take the most difficult shot they had all
They
possession.
passed 6 shots up there. Down 24 under a minute. Stop and score. Gets it to 22. I mean, it's it's not much, but it'd be something. Brown gets it to Tatum. Takes a tough 3 over Josh Green. No good. Offensive rebound, Boston. Oh, Dallas gets it. 3-on-3. Kaleba, catch and shoot the fucking ball,
You're
man.
a pussy, Maxey.
God almighty. You're down 24. You got to get back into the game. Wide open threes are not optional. You have to shoot that if you're in the game. Luka gets the switch onto Porzingis, who fouled him again. Step back 3. Good. Down 21. Get a stop here. It's at least a little momentum into the half. Tatum's going to hold. 4, 3, 2. Good defense. Josh Green, contested 3, blocked. All right.
You're not out of it, all right? You're not in it, but you're not out of it.
That was a good 2 minutes. It's a good 2 minutes.
I mean,
that's the only good 2 minutes you've played since the opening 5. But
what? I know they made a 3 on that possession. What in the motherfuck is Maxey Kleber doing? He was open by 15
If I'm Jason Kidd at halftime, I know this is not the style of coach he is. I tell him, if you do that shit again, you're done.
You will never play on this team again.
He cannot not shoot wide open threes. It wasn't a hold for the last shot situation, Coop.
No.
If it was, I could understand.
Let it fly,
it
brother.
It fucking wasn't. You're down 24. Shoot the fucking basketball, Maxey.
I'll be right back. I'm going to regroup.
Man.
In 2 seconds.
Look, I can deal with getting your ass beat. I can't deal with incompetence. I can't deal with incompetence.
Win the next quarter by 10. It's a 10-point game.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be the goal. Get it to 10 by the 4th. I just tweeted this out. If Maxey Kleber isn't going to shoot wide open threes when you're down 24, sit his ass on the bench. I mean, that's a joke. That is a joke, man. A little momentum into the half at least. Grade that half, A, B, C, D, or F. F, that was horrible from Archer. C-. I mean, how could you give it a C-? You're down 21. I mean, Turn says D. What's happening? Ramel says F. Timon says F. CT says D-. Is it a headset thing? You can go give him another one if he wants to try a different one. Matthias says F. Justin F. I mean, look, the crazy thing is, Coop, you lost that second quarter by 4 points. I mean, it's not like you lost both quarters by 20.
It certainly feels.
You got to get it to 10 by the fourth. I mean, that's the threshold. I'll tell you what, there's no chance, pretty much. If this does happen, though, they might sweep. If the Mavs come back, they might actually sweep.
Am I crazy for thinking that this isn't over?
No, it's not over. You found a little something there. I mean, look, Boston in that half, 24 for 44, hit 11 threes. It started to come back to earth, 11 for 27, but still that's 41% on a high volume. If they have a rough shooting half and you flip the script, I mean, you went 3 for 13 from 3 that half. It's going to take – they hit 11 threes that half, Coop. You're probably going to have to hit at least 9 in this half, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
9 or 10 to have a chance?
100%, yeah. I mean, you are going to have to play the best half you've played in the postseason.
I mean, let's just go across the board. Field goal percentage, 54.5 for Boston, 43.9 for Dallas. 3-point percentage, 41 for Boston, 23 for Dallas. Free throws, 4 for 6, 3 for 6. That's a wash. Rebounds, Boston, +8. Assists, Boston, 15, Dallas, 5. And that's an area you should have a clear advantage in. I think you have the two best playmakers in the series, and you only have 5 assists and a half of basketball. Turnovers, Boston actually has one more than you, which that's not great. You're up 24-22 in the paint, but you're pretty much getting your ass kicked in every other category.
Yeah, you got your ass kicked in that half. One thing I know about the Mavs is they respond better than anybody.
Yep.
So how do you respond? You got your ass kicked. How do you respond?
We'll see. I'm going to go take a bathroom break, regroup myself.
All right,
and
give
then,
me one. Yep.
We'll see if the Mavs have an early run in the second half.
Graham will be right back. I'm hanging out with you guys for the rest of halftime, and we'll be back together for the second half. Look, it doesn't get worse than that, man. You got absolutely punched in the mouth by a Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali haymaker. How do you respond to it? How do you respond? How do you come out of the half? What adjustments do you make? You have to find a way to make life difficult as possible on Kristaps Porzingis. That's what you got to do. That's absolutely what you got to do. By the way, if you're a Mavs fan, please go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27. It's right down there. I'm tweeting about the Mavs all throughout the finals, all the time basically during the season, during the offseason. I love the Mavs. They are my life, and I tweet about them all the time. So please go ahead and give me a follow if you have not already. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Shout out to the 5 from Omar. Plain and simple, we're losing because Tingus Pingus is the game's leading scorer. Guy will not have a better half of basketball, maybe in his career, than that. 7 of 9 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks. He will not have a better half in his career than that. Look, even if you lose this game, that doesn't really faze me in this series because the Mavs are such a good bounce-back team. And I think they will bounce back and they will play better. If not even in this second half, I think they'll play better and they'll win this. They'll win game 2. So I think they're going to get a split regardless of how it happens. Look, Boston was just the better team, man. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes they are the better team, and that is what happened. That's absolutely what happened tonight. It's a long series. Jayson Tatum has been pretty bad. Luka's been all right, but you have got to be more aggressive in the finals than you are ever. There is no reason for him to go into the lane, pump fake, get the defender out of position, and not go up with the shot. I know he likes to kick it out and find a better shot, but dude, if you're less than 10 feet away from the hoop and you're automatic from there, excuse me, please just take the shot. Please take the shot. Gino, we are. We're a second-half team. This team is a bounce-back team, and they make good adjustments. I think they're going to play well in the second half. Will it be good enough to win the second half by 21? Probably not. But I think they will play well in the second half. I think they'll play well in the second half. We'll see what we got. Play Tim Hardaway in the second. I would not be shocked. I think that's a very good point. Shout out Kane. I would not be shocked if we saw Tim Hardaway in for Jaden Hardy in the second half. I think that could be an early personnel decision that Jason Kidd makes. Hardy's minutes were horrible. I could see Tim Hardaway getting those 5 to 6 minutes in the second half. Absolutely. Maybe you find something, and if he's hot, you ride him. I mean, he hasn't been hot since February, but if he makes a couple shots, you found something. It's better than not. I think you got to try something different here in the second half. I really like that, Kane. I think that's a good idea. I do. PJ Washington missed a couple of wide-open threes. Maxi Kleber passed up the most wide-open three of the game. They just got to find a way, man. Find a way to get yourself back in. Get yourself back in. My phone's blowing up. It's one game, dude. It's one half. We've played 18 minutes of 24 minutes of a 7-game series. Not worried. Smitty's trying to act like the series is over already because KP played the best half of his career. He can't even close the door. Porzingis will not play better, man. It's impossible. My friends are asking me where the shots are. Well, that's a good question. Here's our Super Chat menu for tonight's game as I pull it up. Any Super Chat will give you a shout-out. $5 will give you a let's go, Mavs. $10, give you a little beer cheers. I guess it's a happy dad, but, you know, alcoholic bev. $20, got the Patron Silver. We'll get Liddy on a Thursday night. Harrison and I are off the next 2 days, so basically on vacation. Not really, though. $50, Harrison and I will do a beer bong race at the end of the show. If you want to see that. It was a really bad half for the Mavs. You might need to drink regardless of a Super Chat menu, and I will. But we appreciate each and every one of you. All Super Chats don't go to us. They go directly to Chat Sports to help us build more studios to do watch parties like this. So anything and everything helps us greatly. If you don't know what a Super Chat is, you just hit that little money sign that you see right below the chat. You can type a message out as well, so we greatly, greatly appreciate that. If you can't Super Chat, that's completely okay. Just please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing the channel and liking the video is the free and easiest way to help us out here at Mavericks Today. And it allows us to do watch parties like this. I believe this is... We've done watch parties for every single playoff game so far, and we would like to continue to do so. So we appreciate you guys.
I got some information at half.
Okay. Harrison is returning. Says he has information.
Yeah, our good friend, Patrick Seatman, said he just put 20 on the Mavs to win 240.
Live bet?
Yeah.
I like that.
20 to win 240.
Look, man.
It's not the worst value.
You're down 21, and I don't feel out of it. I mean, maybe I have blind faith. I just don't feel out of it.
I mean, look, obviously Boston's going to have to cool off significantly, but...
Shout out to my guy Jaw, by the way, $2 Super Chat.
Look, when you have Luka and Kyrie, you're capable of nuclear halves. I mean, they could easily go for 40 combined this half.
Appreciate you, Jaw. He says this comeback about to be insane. Jaw, if they come back, Graham and I are going out for drinks.
Yeah. We'll see, man. First few minutes are key.
Graham's backing out of drinks already.
No, I meant we'll see if they come back.
No. Shout out Gina's World with the $1 super chat. First time super chat. Thank you, Gina. Greatly appreciate that.
Shout out Gina. Yeah,
Nick,
I mean, look.
Nick's got a good. I mean, 20 is not. I mean, it is a big lead, but it is not an insurmountable lead.
No.
It's
they
not.
erased a 31-point deficit against the Clippers. Did they take a lead or tie that game?
They took a lead in that game.
So, like, it's not impossible. They
were down 31 here as well, right?
Did it get above 30? I don't remember it getting above 30. I think it got to 28.
Okay. I thought it was, because it was, 44?
It was 60 to 33. I remember that.
Okay.
It was
Maybe
27 or 28.
I thought it got to 31, but maybe not. Either way, you've already erased a bit of their lead. Just keep chipping away, man.
Yeah.
Chip away 10 points here in the third. Mavs are a good third-quarter team. Get the game within 10 with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think your target point for the end of this quarter is, at least down to 12, if not 10.
I do think this, Harrison, and I don't know if it's necessarily his fault, but I would put Tim Hardaway in for Jaden Hardy.
Yeah, look, you got to find some offense, right?
If he can make a couple threes, great. If not, sit him out.
Yeah, it was interesting. They went to Hardy early, and then
pretty early.
They did not go back. They did not go back to him. He looked a little skittish.
I've always said the lights are not too bright for Hardy. They were too bright for Hardy in this one.
I thought he just kind of played dumb. Like, he was plenty aggressive. It just wasn't smart. I'll tell you what, your two bigs, especially Lively, to be honest, have given you pretty much nothing.
No, you've got nothing from Gafford and Lively on either end, frankly.
Gafford's got 4 points, 1 rebound, and a steal. Lively's got 0 points and 2 rebounds and a steal. 0 blocks. Look, you couldn't have played much worse, so the score is the score. The score is the score.
The standard is the standard. Go find a way and, chip away at this.
If nothing else, just find a little something that you can go to for game 2.
At this point, I'm not expecting play well in this half.
Yeah. Win this half by 6 or more points.
Play well. That's all.
Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Second half getting underway momentarily here. Shout out to Gina. Shout out to Omar for the super chats as well, and everyone else who has donated to today's show so far.
Is Luka mic'd up or Gafford? I think it's Gafford. No, it's Luka.
Luka and Tatum are mic'd up tonight.
Yeah. Tatum hasn't even had to do anything tonight.
No, he hasn't.
3 for 8 points. I feel like Luka had a bad half, and he scored 17 points on 7 of 14 shooting.
Yeah, I don't know if it was bad, but it was pretty ordinary by his standards.
His C games are all-star level. It's amazing. All right, second half action set to get underway momentarily. Do you still believe?
New live poll. Will the Mavs come back? Yes?
For yes and for no.
Or on for game 2? I think it ain't over, man.
Look, I'm not going to say they're going to complete a comeback, but it's not impossible. Look, I think, can you get it to 16 at the first time out here?
That's your hope.
And then 12 the next time.
Methodically chip away.
Yeah. The problem when you're down this much is you really can't afford another Boston, even semi-big run.
Yeah.
That's the challenge. I think Dallas will probably make a push at some point here, but can they eliminate Boston from doing the same?
I'll tell you this, for game 2, Boston will not shoot this well. Especially Porzingis.
You would think not. Here we go. Luka, defended by Tatum, driving on him.
Yeah.
Easy layup. Good defense, Jason.
Luka has gotten to whatever spot he wants.
He's missed a couple easy
He's missed a couple
ones.
bunnies. He's passed up some bunnies.
If he was a little sharper with the ball and just made a couple shots he normally makes, he could easily have a 25-point game right now. Derrick White, 3. Good.
Left them wide open.
Yeah, you got to rotate. They just hit 11 threes on you in the first half. Come on, man. Luka Kicks it out to Jones. And Kyrie's going to have to get involved. Irving, defended by Holiday. Driving left, pulls up from 19.
That's not what he meant to do.
Good follow by Gafford. It was an air ball, which he caught and laid in. Down 20. Let's get under 20. Go from there. Tatum to White. 3 again. No good. Good rebound.
Shout out Gina's World with another $1 super chat. We appreciate you, Gina's World.
Derrick Jones bringing it across. Gets it to Gafford. Over to Luka. Luka gets past Brown. Floater off the glass.
Why didn't he do
no
that?
Good.
Go lay the ball up, Luka. Don't try to draw the fucking foul. Go lay up the ball.
I'm with you. Just take that next step and lay that in. Brown, 3, no good. Good rebound by P.J. Washington.
Very good.
Let's get a bucket here. Get it under 20. Irving gets past Holiday. Floater from 15. Good.
Go.
Here we go.
Come on.
The offense is already much better. Even the Luka miss, it's like if he just takes another step, it's a fucking layup. Tatum on the left wing. Oh, good pick by Luka. Here come the Mavericks. Got an opportunity here. 3 would cut it to 15. Luka into the quarter. Over to Irving.
Kai.
Wide open 3. No good. Gafford offensive rebound. Can't save it. If Kyrie's wide open, he will not make it. That is one thing
He makes contested shots more than wide open
I'm serious.
shots.
You know who was like that? Dirk.
Yep.
Dirk was a better
He was.
contested shot maker than wide open. It's incredible. I mean, Kyrie, he's got to bury that, dude. You get that to 15, 2.5 minutes into the half. Horford on the pick and pop. No good. Good rebound.
Just a wide open
Doncic.
shot there.
That's a fucking foul on White, man.
Kyrie's going to pull.
Kyrie trying to go coast to coast. Pull
Stupid
up
shot.
midi. That's a fucking push in the bat by Horford. Here comes Holiday. He's going to pull the midi. Nope, passes out of it. Corner 3, White, no good.
Grab the board.
Rebound.
Nice. Settle it down here.
They have wasted some misses from Boston, man. They could have this down to 13. Luka, step back, blocked. I mean, they're just taking dumb. That's a charge.
No, it's not. That's a good.
No,
Oh,
that
they
is an
got it.
absolute
Okay.
charge. He fucking ran him over.
I honestly thought that was a no call. When your best player is taking charges like that, man, that should inspire you to go do something. That's a great block by Horford.
Yep. I mean, he ran him over.
How are you calling that a flop? Oh my god. I won't. I'll hold my tongue.
That analysis is embarrassing. Kyrie Irving gets a screen from Washington, switch onto Derrick White. I mean, he's got to go to work here. Kyrie dribbles it off his foot. I mean, what the fuck is he doing? Holiday, transition 3, almost airballed it. Foul by Lively on the offensive rebound.
Hasn't been much scoring in the last 2 minutes.
I mean, the defense has gotten like 4 stops in a row, Coop, and they've taken stupid ass shots, and then they're dribbling it
Derrick
off
White's
their foot.
clamping Kyrie.
I mean, but that's just unforced. Like
absolutely.
You're the best ball handler on the planet. Stop dribbling the ball off your foot. You've done it like 4 times in the playoffs. White makes the first one. I mean, that is incredible. Calling that a flop. I can't get over that.
That's yeah.
You want to debate block charge? That's fine.
If you think that's a flop,
Jaylen Brown's 225 pounds and he ran through Luka Doncic. It's not a flop. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Irving gets a screen from Jones. Switched onto Horford. Horford's had a good defensive game. Oh, blenders him. Kyrie lays it up and in.
Fucking
Right as I say he's having a good defensive game, he just almost got sent into retirement. Holiday. Oh, good defense by Irving. That's Dallas ball. Ooh, I don't know. That's just that was nasty. I thought Kyrie was going to yam that. Defense is settled in here. Tatum Gets the switch onto Lively. Get some help from Washington. That's turnover.
Yep. All right.
Lively, that's good defense by D.
Go get a bucket. Go get a bucket.
Washington.
Not with him.
Drives past White. Good take by PJ
All
Washington.
right, PJ, never mind.
I mean, look, he's got to do that on D. White. He's got 3 inches and 30 pounds on him.
Graham, goddammit, they're in the game. I'm telling you.
Down 16, and if they didn't dick around, it'd be 12.
They're in the game.
Yeah, what did I say? 16 at the first time out.
That is what you said.
Chip away.
Unlike some people.
Get the axe out and chip away.
We know ball.
I mean,
that's seriously embarrassing if you think that's a flop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to say it's if you think it's a blocking foul, I'll debate that with you. But when a 230-pound wing, full speed, bodies you up like that,
embarrassing.
You're not staying on your feet.
Yeah,
it's
not happening.
You know what it's called?
I don't care if Luka's 6'8",
you know what it's called?
Trunks.
Physics. Must have skipped that lesson.
Force equals mass times acceleration.
Hit that sub button. Mavs chip it away. We'll be here all series long.
Oh my God,
sub
Smitty just
for Mavs
said it
dubs.
was a flop.
That's embarrassing for him, too. That's a joke. That is a joke, man. Sub for Mavs dubs. Let's go. Jeanette says, I'm not scared of Tatum. I'm not scared of Tatum either. It's just when 4 other dudes are cooking, it's going to be difficult. Got to be difficult. Appreciate that, Lacora.
Thank you, Lacora.
KP coming back. Yeah, I think that's a safe bet here. They'll bring him back in. Hopefully after 20 minutes off, he cooled off. All right, shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring tonight's show. Regardless of how the rest of the game goes, Coop and I made some money tonight. You can too. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with 5 million active users and counting. You should be one of them. The way it works is simple. You set lineups multiple per day, 50 per day. Doesn't matter how many. 2 to 6 player entries, and you choose more or less on the stat projections. Tatum, half a point. You take the more on that, because that's a gimme. It took him a while to get there, but he did. Luka, 31.5. Feel pretty good about that one. He's at, what's he up to now? He's at 17.5. He's up to just 19, but I still think he's tracking. Derrick Lively, more than points, rebounds, and assists. That's going to be the challenge. We hit our other entry. We'll see if we hit this one. Lively is only at 3 in that category. One of my keys was he needs to score in double figures, and he's scoreless. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a first-time deposit up to $100. Also, you can check out Celebrity Picks. Meek Mill, Andrew Schultz, and others are playing. Once you download and create an account, you can find their picks today.
That link's in the live chat, by the way.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, man. Kyrie's going to have to make some shots if you're going to win this game. He's 5 for 14. He's 0 for 3 from the three-point line. He was 2 for 3 to start, too, Coop. So he's 3 for 11 since then. Not good enough.
Look, one of my keys to the game was Kyrie needs to be good. He needs to show.
25 is what you said.
Don't need 25. Hasn't showed, man.
I mean, look, if he gets to 25, you might win this thing. He's only at 10 right now. 15 points the final quarter and a half.
Yeah.
Just over a quarter and a half.
18 minutes, basically.
Look, you've been pretty bad, and you're still hanging. You're 3 for 15 from 3. I mean, you've just got to make some. Got to make some.
Stay the course, man. That's what I said about this team. That's what they do. You've already chopped 5 points off the lead here.
Yep. And you had a chance to chop off 10 or 12.
You did.
I mean, but keep chipping. Make up another 4 or 5 at the next time out.
It's about stacking stops and scores, man. Simple enough.
Al Horford defended by Derrick Jones.
Still.
Porzingis not in the game. That's pretty surprising, to be honest. Jaylen Brown over to Derrick White. Pulls up from 19. No good. Rebound Doncic.
Good defense there.
I mean, defense has been good this half. Luka gets a switch onto Horford, who's held his own for the most part. Not that time, though. And that's a foul, too.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Okay. 14-point game after the layup. I mean, get a stop, and you got a shot to cut this close to 10. That's a good move by Holiday. Yeah, you have to take that foul. I feel like Derrick Jones is not defended as well as he normally does tonight.
Certainly is not. Shout out to Jake.
Appreciate
$5
the $5.
super chat. Thank you, Jake.
Let's go Mavs.
Let's
go
Mavs.
Mavs. Let's go Mavs. All right. Holiday to the line for 2.
You basically had to take that foul.
Yeah. Can't give up the wide open layup. He's gonna
Make him earn it.
He'll make them both, but Luka grimacing after that fall to the floor.
He's aight.
He fine. Dallas on a 19-6 run. Doesn't feel like it's that big of a run, but I think 19-8 now. Boston won for the last 9. The defense is settled in for the most part. Irving brings it across. Washington posting up Derrick White. Rises over him, in and out. Follows his shot, can't score, goes to the line for 2. I mean, I don't mind that matchup, man. I mean, he missed both of those, but, those are good. They both rim out. I mean you've got size on them.
We just needed to make a fucking free throw now.
Yeah. I mean, Derrick White cannot body up PJ Washington.
Nope.
Porzingis is back into the game now, by the way. Washington to the line for 2. 2 for 4 tonight. 3 for 5 now.
He made his first 2, missed his second pair.
Yep. Mavs just 4-7 at the line. Boston 8 for 10. If you make this one here, it's as close as you've been since what? First quarter, actually?
Yep.
Made them both. 14-point game.
Get a stop here. Keep chipping away.
Jrue Holiday brings it across. Gets it over to Jaylen Brown. Defended by Luka.
Lively denying KP he fouled him.
Yeah.
I mean, Lively is all over Porzingis.
He's clearly trying to fluster him after that first half.
And look, you know what? I'm okay with that foul.
Yeah.
I am. Get up in his shit, man.
Make him uncomfortable.
KP does not do well with physicality.
Tatum spins on Jones. Good help by Doncic, but he scores. I mean, Jones has just got to be better. He can't get blown past like that. Luka, step back 3 over White is good. 13-point game. Stop and score, and you're down 10 or 11.
Come on, baby.
Here we go. Holiday defended by Kyrie.
Oh,
Holiday
boy.
gets a switch onto Lively. Now Lively's
They
on
don't
Tatum.
recognize it. Oh, my God. What are they doing?
Tatum pumps. Kicks it out. Brown, wide open 3. No good.
How did they not recognize that mismatch?
Wow. Luka over to Jones. He's going to drive. Gets stuffed. Offensive rebound. Kyrie, catch and shoot 3. No good.
Make a fucking shot, Kyrie.
He's been horrible.
God damn it.
He's been horrible. He's missed 2 wide open. Coop, if he makes 2 layup line 3s, you're down 9.
Yep.
Or 7 right now.
7.
I mean, those are warm-up 3s. I mean, I don't know why Derrick Jones is going into traffic like that, by the way.
Make a fucking shot, Kyrie Irving. I think I've already hit the over, by the way.
Yeah, probably. Holiday. Over to Tatum. Porzingis defended by Doncic. Good defense by Luka. Good pick.
Ripped him.
Good D by Doncic. Spins around Tatum. Kicks it out.
So tough.
Kyrie, will you do something? Driving. Hanging, fading, scoring. He makes the tough ones.
He makes the impossible ones, but he can't make the wide open.
He's horrible
one.
when he's wide open. I mean, he should just pretend someone's there.
Yeah.
I mean,
get one of his teammates to go contest the shot.
I like it. 11-point game. Brown. Good defense by Lively. Contested 3. No good.
That's a push.
Over
they got
the
it.
back. Thank you.
Come on, baby.
You can get it to single digits.
You're
here.
in.
Smitty's starting to sweat.
Oh, he is.
You've outscored them 19-9 in this quarter, Coop.
Look, this isn't the fucking Pacers, okay? If this game is 8 points with 8 minutes left,
they got a shot.
They got a shot.
I mean, man, if Kyrie seriously would just make a couple of wide open threes, I mean,
Christ,
it's a new game. Kleba's in the game for Dallas. That's a screen for Doncic. Luka pulls up from three.
Fuck yeah, baby! Let's go!
8-point game. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
Let's fucking go!
Sub for Mavs dubs,
Come on,
baby.
man.
Sub for Mavs dubs,
This
baby.
team doesn't give up. This team never gives up.
Doncic is up to 27 points. Get the 77s in the chat.
Come on, man.
I mean, there's still an uphill climb here, Coop, but if you find a way to win this one, I mean, you've got a team shitting itself heading into game 2. I'll say this. I'm comfortable saying this, Coop. I feel good going into game 2 now, no matter what.
Well, let's see how the rest transpires here.
But I'm just saying, like, I do. I feel good. The defense is settled in. Boston isn't making contested threes like they were.
They don't quit, man.
You've outscored them 22-9 this quarter, and I think if that goes back to the end of the half, it might be like a 27-9 run. I think you had the final 5 points of the half, if I remember correctly. Come on, man.
Keep stringing stops and scores together, man. It's easy. It's basketball.
Dude, I tell you what, Seeps is going to be a happy man tonight, potentially. That's a hell of a halftime play right there.
I'll tell you what, man.
Come on, man.
Jaw with the $2 eye emojis in the chat. Get the eye emojis in the chat.
Look, I expect Boston to respond in some regard. If you were down single digits going into the fourth, you got a great chance. But you've already cut it to 8 with 4.5 left in the third.
Yeah, man. You are. You're not. I don't want to say you're in a good position, but you're in a better position.
You're in a position.
You're in a position.
I mean, we were saying if this balloons to 30 in the third quarter, you got to pull the ripcord on this thing. Let's go, baby.
Come on, man.
Hit that sub button.
Let's go.
Hit that sub button.
We're trying to get to 30,000 subs.
If Kyrie at some point goes on one of his little stretches, this game is there for the taking. He's been terrible.
If he makes the 2 wide open threes, it's a 2-point game, Graham.
Oh,
I mean,
you don't have to tell me. Those are layup threes.
Well, legit, those are layups. I mean, DeAndre Jordan can make those threes.
I mean, that in the NBA for a player of Kyrie's caliber, honestly, is about a 50% shot, and you miss both.
DeAndre Jordan can make those threes. I'm dead serious.
Dwight Howard, we see it every offseason.
I mean,
hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
There, man. Let's go.
This game can be won. Seeps texted me and goes, Tatum will end this game with 10 turnovers. He's got 6 already. 4 for 9, 10 points, and 6 turnovers for Jayson Tatum. Luka's playing a C-plus game, and he's got 27, 8, and 2.
Yeah, right? He's played a 78 out of 100.
I mean, this has been a really good third quarter.
It's
been an A third quarter. But, yeah, I mean, overall, this has been a, I don't know, average game for him.
This team
What is going on here?
It's a commercial.
My God.
You got YouTube TV'd again.
I'll tell you what. I sure did.
Look, man, this team's a third quarter team, and they are a closing team. Let's see what happens.
I mean,
Boston's
probably starting to sweat a little bit here.
Let's just see.
Come on, baby. 29-9 run by Dallas.
15 of those by Luka.
Tatum, defended by Luka. Tatum gets past him. Good contest from Lively. Get the rebound. Derrick does.
Attaboy,
he contests that shot.
Oh my God,
and
that's
gets
a
the
foul
rebound.
on Porzingis. They called a trap.
Oh,
no,
get the fuck out of here.
Boston's paying the fucking refs.
I mean, that is a fucking joke.
That's clearly a foul on Porzingis.
I mean, how is that not called?
Oh my God.
That's embarrassing.
That is disgusting.
I mean, they're letting Porzingis do whatever he wants.
Great defense by Luka on Jaylen Brown. Brown gets right past.
I'll tell you what, man.
It's clear who the NBA wants to win this one.
I mean, I guess with the left arm he got him. Yeah, I guess he got him there. Should have never happened because of that fucking bullshit by Porzingis.
Shout out for the $5 super chat, Scott Hernan. Yeah, buddy, Knicks Giants fan here. Shout out. Watch Martian Seeps. You guys do a great job. Mavs got the talent maturity to come back and win. Appreciate you, Scott. That's a real one right there, man. I hope so. They've cut it into this lead. This team is resilient, if anything.
Brown missed the second. 9-point game. Here comes Luka. Kyrie, back to Doncic. Get a good shot here. Come on, boys. Kyrie gets downhill, pumps. He's in trouble.
Blocked.
Traveled.
Shout out Gina's World. If you don't believe, you shouldn't be here. You're damn right, Gina. I believe. I absolutely believe.
Quote by Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, he traveled.
Raging Bull with the 5 as well says F Boston. Yes, indeed. F Boston.
Tatum, defended by Washington, gets the switch onto Lively. Gets downhill, kicks it out. Catch and shoot Porzingis 3. No good. Can't get the rebound. Jesus fucking Christ. Back to Porzingis for a dunk. I mean, you finally get him to miss one, and then he gets a fucking Energizer dunk.
That wasn't even a bad box out. It was just a long board.
I mean, it was such a brick. It went to Boston.
Yep.
Kyrie, he pulls up from 3. It's no good. Get him out of the game.
Get him out of the game.
He's been terrible. Give Jaden Hardy a look.
Kyrie might have lost you this game.
I mean, if he plays B- tonight, you're within 3 points right now at least.
And all of a sudden,
Jrue Holiday's on the baseline. They just missed it. That's good.
I think that's 5 on Lively, by the way.
We're going across the hall for game 2. I'm not dealing with their fucking bullshit.
I mean that's an offensive foul.
That should be on Jaylen Brown. Yeah, they're silent over there because they know. Challenge the fucking call, Jason. Why is kid not challenging that?
Replay guy didn't get it to him in time, I guess.
Replay guy should be fucking fired because I would have gotten it to him.
Knowing the refs, that wouldn't have been overturned.
I mean, I guess he can elbow Lively in the face and get a defensive foul. Brown makes them both. Down 13. You knew they were going to respond.
Absolutely.
You got to limit it. Be within 10 at the end of the third, and I'll be happy.
Lively scoreless.
It hasn't been his best game. It's been a tough whistle, but, I mean, how much contact are they going to get away with?
There's 10, by the way.
Good pass. Blocked at the rim. Is that Hardaway in the game? Horford 3. Air ball. Only hit the backboard.
It is Hardaway.
Call it a career, Al.
Good
screen by Jones. Doncic, step back over Horford.
That's a piss poor shot.
Yeah, I know he's been hot this quarter, but
that's a
bad
piss poor shot, man.
Jaylen Brown driving on Luka, kicks it out. Good offense by Boston. Tatum 3, good.
He makes his wide open shot. I mean, Kyrie doesn't make his.
Kyrie's let you down.
Kyrie didn't make his.
Kyrie has let down the Mavs big time tonight. I mean, if he's average, you're not winning right now, but you're within, 6 or 8 points. All right. What'd they cut it to? 7? 8?
8. They cut it to 8. It's back up to 16. It was quick.
I mean, you busted your ass to get that under 10, and it's back up to 16 in a couple minutes. That's why it's so hard when you get down that much, because you're basically banking on the other team not going on a single run.
Exactly.
That's very hard to, in this sport, it just doesn't happen very often. I mean, 2 minutes, get it to within 12, maybe 10 if you're lucky. got to get a good possession out of the timeout here. That is absolutely vital.
That's a great block by Jaylen Brown.
Uses left hand to leverage a bit there, but they're not going to call that. They haven't. They're not going to call that. Alrighty. Celtics on an 8-0 run. You got to stop the bleeding right now. You can't let it balloon, otherwise this game's over. Derrick Jones bringing it across. Gets it to Tim Hardaway.
Don't shoot the ball.
Over to Luka. Wide open three. Have to have it. No good.
Nope.
I think it's done.
Yep, you're not going to win games if you're going to.
They're missing wide open. These are warm up threes, Coop.
It's unacceptable, honestly.
Celtics almost turned it over. Tatum controlling. Good defense. Kicks it out. Good deflection. Out of bounds with 7 on the clock left. The Mavericks are 5 for 21 from 3. It's just you're down 24 points at the 3-point line, man. You're not going to win. Mavs were small for a few moments there. Gafford back into the game. Kyrie back into the game. Luka's going to get a rest to end this quarter. Oh, gosh. Brown defended by Kleba. Good defense. Kicks it into the corner. Horford, 3. Good.
It's over.
Yeah. You made your push, and you missed too many open looks to sustain it. You got to play perfect to complete a comeback like this. You had your chance. Kyrie driving, blocked at the rim. It's just been an awful Kyrie game. Oh, man. Sucks because you had a window, but...
Window was there, man.
Kyrie sucks chance in Boston. He has tonight. That is an accurate chant right now.
You knew you were going to get one stinker at least from him. Hopefully it's only this one.
Backdoor cut. Kyrie, lefty layup, no good.
That's us.
It's hard to explain how bad Irving's been, man. He really has been bad. Brown defended by Kleba. He's going to take a deep 3. Good. I hope they just shoot out, lights out the rest of the game. Get this shit out of their system. I refuse to believe they'll do this 4 times.
You were down 8.
Yeah, and now you're down 22 again. In about, 3 minutes?
Yep.
Hardaway, he's going to chuck. Contested 20-footer, air ball. Follow-up, no good. I'm going to get a foul call. That felt like one of those, you're getting your ass kicked. We'll give you a foul here. Damn. I said you can't give up a mini run. You've given up an explosive
Given up
run.
a big run.
The quarter's tied, or you're actually down a point in the quarter.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's a game of runs, and unfortunately...
Their runs have been much bigger. You went on a 29-9 run, and they've had 2 runs of that ilk. First free throw's good by I don't even know who's at the line. Gafford, I think. Second free throw from Gafford, trying to cut it to 20. He does. Tatum bringing it across, holding for the last shot. Defended by Jones. Oh, man, Jones blown by again. He's been bad tonight. Brown driving, contested layup, no good. Full court heave, no good. Into the quarter.
Type your 4s.
Your 4's up.
All right, I'll be right back.
Get your 4s up. I can't believe they cut this to 8 at one point. Get some shout-outs here. Dude, why are you chanting Porzingis MVP? He's done nothing in an hour. Sean, Adam, U-Haul, Cowboys, Ty Man, Jason, Light Suit. Next game must win. Yeah, I mean, pretty close to it. They haven't lost 2 in a row since early March. John Jacobs says Boston in 5. You know we have a Boston stream. Guess you're not a fan of those folks. Chris says 4. Gorilla. Kai has been no help. Yeah, he's let him down tonight. Maybe it doesn't make a difference in the outcome, but, I mean, when you were down 8, he missed a couple of wide-open threes. I mean, if he makes at least one of those, hell, both, I mean, it's a brand-new ball game. Marcel, can we be honest? The NBA sucks. Bunch of inconsistent teams. I don't think it sucks. I enjoy the league. Neil says our bench is garbage. Has been tonight. The Mavs have 4 points off their bench. The Celtics have 26. 20 courtesy of Porzingis. But even Sam Hauser's 6 points have outscored Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway, Derek Lively, Josh Green, and Jaden Hardy, who have all played tonight. So, yeah, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Please ban this Matkin bomb. I'll put him in timeout. Chill with the Porzingis god. He hasn't even done anything this half. Yeah, I mean, look. You played about a good, close to a quarter, late second, first half of the third, and then otherwise you've gotten your ass kicked. Luka always comes back after losing the game. Yeah, this team hasn't lost 2 in a row since early March. Hasn't lost 2 in a row since early March.
Look, man,
give this 4 or 5 minutes, see where you're at, and then, you know, if it's
6 minutes,
if it's
probably
20 at the 6-minute mark, you call it.
Yeah. Look, it's a series for a reason. You had a chance. You got it down to 8. You just did not make enough shots.
Yeah,
you had plenty of wide open shots to make, and you just didn't make them.
I mean, look, you've held them to 49 points in the last 3 quarters, or 2 quarters. You're going to live with that defense.
It was the first quarter, basically, that killed you. Porzingis went nuclear. What are you going to do?
But the problem is they've had 2, not just runs. Massive runs.
Yep.
You can't give up 2 of those in a game. You might get away with giving up 1, but not 2. You cut it to 8, and they score 14 in a row in, 3 minutes? I mean, that's, you know, I'll point to Kidd a little bit, too. It's like, dude, like, come on, man. You got to try something to stop the bleeding. Yeah, I mean, Boston hit 15 threes tonight, 39% clip. You've hit 5 threes. You're minus 30 at the three-point line. Not going to win. Derrick White over to Jaylen Brown. Spin move. Lays it in. I don't get why the Mavs think Maxi Kleber and Jaylen Brown's a good matchup defensively.
No idea.
They keep going to it.
It is not.
It makes no sense. Doncic kicks it out. Derrick Jones over to Kyrie. Driving. Pass to Jones.
Yeah.
Blocked by Porzingis at the rim. Washington makes the layup.
He's been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he's been probably Luka's been your best player, but from a guy you're not expecting, like, you need PJ to be good. I'd say he's been pretty solid. Defense, he's defended much better than Jones tonight, by the way.
Jones has had a poor game.
This is probably his worst game of the playoffs, and hey, I don't know if he's had one until tonight. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, Washington 4 of 8, 12 points, 7 rebounds. He's been pretty solid. That's a hell of a block by Porzingis.
It's his 3rd one of the night.
That one was actually real. Tatum gets the switch onto Kleber. Don't love this. Step back. Good defense by Maxey. In and out. Wow. I mean, they started making some tough ones again late in that quarter. Doncic gets the screen. Pump fakes and one.
Why doesn't he go to the fucking rim every time?
He's going to have to do that more. Kind of same thing as the third quarter. Chip away, get it to single digits, see if they sweat a little bit. It's going to take a perfect quarter to pull it off. Luka misses the free throw. Jesus, man. They have not been good at the line tonight after a really good series against Minnesota. 7 for 11 in this game. Luka's missed a couple. So has Washington. Tatum driving baseline. Good defense by Dallas. Knocks it out of bounds. Where do they have to be at the 6-minute mark? 12?
Yeah, it's got to be
12
and 6. Yep.
That's doable. I mean, it's 18 right now with 10 and a half to go. Not going to be easy. Good hands by Jones. And oh, you want to talk about a flop? That's a fucking flop by Tatum. Luckily, the official didn't fall for it. Derrick White. Defended by Kleba. I don't love this matchup.
Well, I don't love Kyrie on KP either, but that's what's about to happen.
And they didn't even try to get it to KP. Turns it over. Jones driving, hanging, missing.
Hey, Derek. Let's chill out, buddy.
It's 1-on-3, dude. I get you're trying to make something happen, but that's not it. Porzingis pulls up from 12. No good.
He will not have a half as good as he had that.
No, he won't.
Again.
He's been horrible.
You know that.
Half. Yeah, he's not doing that again. Doesn't mean he won't have good games. Luka kicks it out. Good catch by Jones. Tough pass to Corral. Back to Doncic on Derrick White. Just back him down, Luka. He cannot defend you. Yeah, Tatum got him.
Easy.
Going to the line for 2. They called it on White. I actually thought Tatum got him. Yeah, I mean, he fucking hooked his arm. And White's crying about it after the play. I always love, it's like in the NFL when CBs are like, I didn't do anything, and then they show the replay. It's like, dude, you have a fistful of jersey. Come on, man. Like, there's 60 cameras in the arena. You're not fooling anyone.
Luka only 1 assist tonight, by the way.
Yeah, Redick was just talking about that he thinks Boston's game plan tonight has been, obviously make it tough on Luka to score, but don't get others involved.
What?
Oh, my God. Yeah, they're going to switch
Oh,
this.
my God.
They're going to switch it.
I was about to explode.
But Luka just missed his 3rd free throw of the night. I mean, come on, man. He's 2 for 5 at the line. That's just not it.
Lively in the game with 5 fouls, by the way.
You just play him till he fouls out.
Yep.
And then you go gaff the rest of the way. Doncic, step back 3. No good. Make that, it's a little interesting. Holiday spinning. Good defense by Washington, but tough layup.
That's a tough bucket.
That's a bucket from Jrue Holiday. Luka, good outlet pass. Alley-oop to Light. I mean, are we going to call a foul? Pritchard gets his hip into him. Just stepped out of bounds, luckily. I think the Celtics, again, it's not why you're losing. I'm not coming off like that. They've gone away with about 6 hip checks tonight.
Oh, they've gotten a very favorable whistle.
It's been incredible.
Absolutely.
Washington catch and shoot 3, no good. Tell you what, I do think, Coop, he's going to have to find that stroke again for them to win this series.
Gonna have to shoot better. You said he needs to make 3+3s.
He's 0 for 3 at the 3-point line. All pretty good looks, too. 2 wide open, that one and the one earlier. Porzingis misses again.
He's been horseshit in this half.
Yeah, I mean, he might be a pretty small factor the rest of the series. Doncic getting double teamed. I mean, is someone going to call that out? Layup is good. I mean, how's no one bark that out, Coop?
Yeah, that's got to be called out. I mean, that's basic basketball there.
I mean, the best players in the world, if you don't bark that, you're just not going to – it's just bad basketball, man.
Look, man, this is the game one they played 3 out of 4 series in this postseason.
I don't get it, but it's who they are, I guess. They did this in 2011, too. They got fucking blitzed in game 1 and most of game 2, and it took a miraculous comeback to turn that series. So.
The Mavs have 6 assists tonight as a team.
Yeah, I mean, they're not running pick and roll hardly at all. Like, Luka, Lively comes and sets a screen there, and he goes the other way.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about.
You're a pick and roll offense.
That is your
That's
offense.
who you are.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Tough night on the floor, but not the tough night via Prize Picks, because Coop and I are making some money here, and you could have too. Hopefully you will for game 2. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100 when you sign up for the first time. The NBA Finals are here, and this is the time to get in on all the action. Also, Stanley Cup Finals getting going shortly as well. 3-player entry tonight that we're still holding out hope for. We already hit our 2-player entry. Tatum one is checked. Luka is at 30 points, so if he gets another basket, he'll get the more than. Going to take a long shot for Lively. He's only at 5 combined. So he would have to probably score 8 points the rest of the way and get a couple rebounds. Probably not going to happen. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. It's daily fantasy made easy. 2 to 6-player entries. Get started today. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. All right. I think you go hard for 3 or so minutes here, Coop, and, see where you're at.
Yeah, that's basically what you got to do here. You got to try to blitz them right away and see if you can get away with it. Shout out to JNMC, by the way. Our super chats aren't pulling right now, but I saw your super chat. Says stop random Jones drives, get Luka more assists. Yeah, Jones is. He's a little wild.
He's forced the issue a little tonight. I think the adjustment for him, not even an adjustment, but I think if you're Jason Kidd, the teaching moment to him for game 2 is hey, let the game come to you offensively. Catch and shoot threes, and hey, if there are one-on-one slashing opportunities against less athletic players, yeah, take those. But 1-on-3 transition, I don't need that, and he's got to pick it up defensively. Not a good defensive game for him.
Easy.
He'll be fine. He'll bounce back. Jones is not someone who's going to be phased. Kleba and Kyrie each -15, worse on the team tonight. I mean, Luka's only a -6, and you're down 21.
Series is not over.
No, it's not.
Not over. Not even close to
I watched this team win a series in 6 after losing game 1 by 25.
Exactly.
And they were down, 15 with 8 minutes left, or 6.5 minutes left in game 2? On the road? Luka's still out there. Josh Green in the game for Derrick Jones. I don't mind that. Hadn't been Jones' night. Washington sets a screen. Luka on Pritchard. I mean, you just got to cook. Now they're going to double. Fade away. No good. He's missed
those
his last
kind of shots
couple.
got to fall. I
Yeah.
mean.
Tatum gets past Lively, swings it, backdoor. Holiday smoked the layup. Doncic brings it across, gets it over to Kyrie. Still booing him. Irving gets the switch onto Horford. Falls. I mean, oh my God, Coop.
Did the leprechaun get him?
He can't even walk. Kicks it out to Washington, driving. He gets caught. No good. Offensive rebound. Lively back to Washington. Reverse layup is in.
Tough bucket there.
PJ's made some tough ones tonight. The jumper's not there, but he's finding other ways to contribute.
Kyrie said that the crowd wouldn't affect him. Crowd's affected.
I don't know if it's the crowd. It's something, though, Coop. I mean, he has been terrible. Let's call a spade a spade. He has not been good.
Him and Jones, man, bad games. And Lively.
I'll live with the bad Jones game.
I will too.
Kyrie, you get one of these. If he has a second one, it'll cost you the series.
Yep.
Tough bucket from Tatum there.
That is the difference in the game. The Celtics have made tough shots, and the Mavs haven't.
Yeah, and Celtics have gotten very balanced scoring, too. Good pass to Lively.
Oh, there's his first bucket.
Good drive again by Washington, and passes it off to Lively.
There are things to take away from this.
Yeah. No, there are. I said it even when they cut to 8. Now, I didn't expect a 14-0 run the other way. I feel optimistic still about Game 2. You just can't give up these mammoth runs, dude. You just can't. Offensive rebound. Tatum. Tough scoop layup. Misses again. Another bailout offensive rebound.
A little gamesmanship there. I would have just, cracked Tatum in the head right there.
Yeah, at least a little rib shot, right? Good screen by Lively. Good catch by Lively.
And the
foul.
foul.
It's a foul. Go to the line for 2. Yeah, a couple things I like. I think if Washington gets stuck on if White's defending him, I don't mind posting him up some or having him drive downhill on him. He's found some success there. And, Luka's obviously going to be fine this series as Lively misses the first. Here's something that stands out tonight, Coop. You've got nothing from the bench.
0.
6 points.
Yep.
The kids tried to play 5 different guys. Lively missed them both. I tell you what, he can't start being a bad free throw shooter again.
Yeah, that'll open up a whole different ball game.
I think if they score here, you pull the cord. Down 21, under 6 to go. Corner 3, Horford pump fakes. Out of control. He took 7 steps. Holiday contested 3. Good.
That's game.
Let's call it. Yep. Get the starters out, Jayson. And there's no reason to have Luka Doncic in this game right now. Well, Green sets a screen. Doncic getting doubled, rises over both, misses it. Someone take a foul and just get him out of this game, please. Horford over to Brown.
You're 5 of 23.
Corner 3. Yeah, what are we? Oh my God, they're going to call that a foul, shooting a 3. Do we really need a heavy whistle with 5 minutes left at a 20-point game? It's kind of embarrassing. It's not their night, man. They had a good spurt in the third quarter, late second, but otherwise it's pretty much been all Boston. Yeah, Luka's out of the game, thank God.
They're going to call it. Mavs are going to lose game 1. 1-3 in game 1 this year. Yep. Better to be 1-3 than
1-6 now under Jason Kidd, or 1-7?
1-6.
Brown misses the second one. Jaylen Brown being a bad free throw shooter is one of the most mind-blowing.
It's weird.
It makes no sense. He missed 2 of 3, and this third one was almost an air ball. Hack a Jaylen. Derrick Lively handling up top. Gets it to Hardy. See if he can find a little confidence here late in this game. I think you need him to contribute. Step back 3 over Horford, in and out. Good looking shot, though. Timeout Missoula, who's barking at the ref. Calm down, mozzarella. Stick with us. We're going to react to this one. Also, hashtag Mavs. We're going to do a post-game mailbag. Want to get your guys' thoughts on this one and thoughts going into Game 2. So get your questions in. If you super chat, guaranteed to get on our post-game mailbag. You can also just use hashtag Mavs. Load up those questions right now. We will answer them in the post-game show as the Mavs are going to fall in Game 1. Hashtag Mavs. Rajan says Boston has championship experience. They haven't won a title since 2008. What are you talking about?
There's not a person on their roster that has a title.
They played in the finals 2 years ago, but does that count as champion? You could say they've been on this stage before. That is not championship experience. The only player in this series with championship experience is wearing number 11 for the Dallas Mavericks, and he sucked tonight. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. Christopher, Mavs suck, I'm done. Look, man, they missed a lot of open looks. They didn't match Boston's energy in the second quarter when this game got blown open. I'm not freaking out after this game. Certainly got to clean up some things, but I mean, you've held Boston to 37 points in the second half, Coop. There's less than 5 minutes left. Like, problem is again, you only have 33. Now, if you want to say, I do think a couple of offensive things need to be adjusted. Like, you've got to hunt pick and roll more. I thought Al Horford held his own tonight on switches. You got to try and exploit that. But missed a lot of good looks. You're minus 33 at the three-point line. You're not going to win games. Like, it's the NBA Finals. You can't lose the three-point battle by 33 freaking points, man. Get those questions in. Not seeing any hashtag Mavs yet. Load them up. Load them up. Oh, you're right. Jrue Holiday does have a title. You're right, Archer. I don't think that qualifies as this team has championship experience. Just like the Mavs don't have championship experience. If you have any questions heading into Game 2, thoughts on this game, use hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. We'll get your questions in. If not, we're not going to do a mailbag. Now they're slurping Porzingis when he's done nothing in the second half. Do you think Kyrie... Question from Texer. We'll answer that question. He better text. If he doesn't, you're probably down 2-0. Probably down 2-0 if he doesn't. Derrick White, Jrue Holiday, both still in the game. So is Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, and Jayson Tatum. Why did you take a timeout, Joe Mazzulla? I mean, that's moronic. Tatum, mid-range J, no good. One thing that does suck is Tatum has been pretty non-existent, and they cruise tonight. You expect him to play better. Dante Exum into the game. He drives, kicks it out. Hardy, 3, good. 100-78. Tatum. Pretty good defense by Hardy, honestly, but grabbed him there. Only shining point of this game was the comeback to get within 8. And yeah, and you were in that window for a few minutes. Kyrie missed a couple open threes. You had a chance to at least ramp the pressure up. Never got it to a 2-possession game, though. Game 2, Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central. We'll be live at 6:30. Mark your calendars. Stick around for some post-game analysis as well. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. Got a few questions in. Keep them coming. Oh, my God. They can't even figure out whose ball it is in a blowout with 4 minutes left, Coop. Ball just hit the Celtics guy knee, and they called it out on Dallas. Incredible. Tatum gets it inbound to Peyton Pritchard. Tough fadeaway. No good. Jaden Hardy, coast to coast, lefty layup is in. I mean, if you can get, I'm dead serious, Coop. I would let Jaden Hardy shoot every possession the final 340 here, because he's the one guy on the floor right now that might actually help you win a game in this series. Him or Tim, those are the two guys I want shooting. Don't care. Obviously, don't care about Dwight Powell. Don't care if Josh Green shoots. Exum, Hardy, and Hardaway need to take every shot here. Tatum fouled at the rim. I mean, what is Mazzulla doing keeping Jayson Tatum in this game? Is he hoping he can get something going for Game 2? Tatum 6 for 16 tonight. and they're going to cruise. Must be nice. Must be nice. Tatum makes the first. Al Horford, Jrue Holiday checking out of the game. About time, Joey Mazzulla. Six Celtics in double figures, Coop. Tatum missed the second. Exum over to Hardaway. Catch and shoot three. No good. Tatum brings it across. I mean, I don't get Mazzulla keeping him in this game. I mean, that's borderline insane. Pritchard, pull up. Good. Hardy driving, layup. No good, but it'll go to the line for two. Hashtag Mavs, Super Chat. Keep getting your questions in. We got a couple in there. Let's get a few more. Get a few more. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. Hardy to the line, makes the first one. 2:40 left. We'll take your questions. Coop and I will have our post-game reaction as well. Thoughts on Game 2? Get them in there. Hashtag Mavs, get them in there. Super Chat as well. Luka, 12 for 26 tonight. Kyrie, 6 of 19. Kyrie's just, it's a must bounce back game in Game 2. Celtics have emptied the bench. Hauser. I don't even know some of these guys for Boston, man. Banker off the glass. Are you shitting me? I don't even know who that was. Some guy named, that was Svi Mikhailuk, Coop. I didn't even know he played for Boston. Yeah, Cornette tips it in. Hardy gets stripped, but he gets fouled. Oh, man. Hardy, first free throw, good. Makes them both. Be nice, man, if Hardy could give you some scoring. I mean, the bench was terrible tonight. Someone's going to have to pack a punch off the bench. I mean, obviously Derek Lively's going to have to be a bigger factor, but you need one of these guards to help as Boston just hit another three. Is that 20 on the night? 17? 16? It's been a bunch. Hardy, contested fadeaway. Good. He's cooking now. Game's obviously over, but maybe he finds something for Game 2. Up to 11 points. 13 points in 9 minutes. Richard. Richard driving, smokes Dwight Powell, and then throws it away. Should have just laid it up. Dwight Powell actually can't play anymore, Coop. Josh Green, 3. Good. If he's going to play, he's going to have to hit those corner threes. Made that one. Garbage time here. Thought this be in the low hundreds tonight. Boston got there. Dallas didn't. 107-89. 45 seconds left. Pritchard's dribbling. Takes a wide open three. No good. Rebound Exum. Josh Green slashing. Lays it up. Not even close. Basically airballed that layup. Boston will dribble out. It'll be a shot clock violation, and then Mavs will inbound, and it'll be game over. Get those questions in. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. There's Neil McCoy. We'll get his Super Chat in on the post-game mailbag. Appreciate the 20, Neil. You having to build these? Game 1 winners have won the finals 70% of the time. The Mavericks won their title losing Game 1. There it is, 107-89 final. Going to get to some post-game reaction in a minute. Get your questions in. Whichever one, however you want to do it. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. Get your thoughts in after Game 1, going into Game 2. If you have thoughts on adjustments or just the game overall, those questions in. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. We can use that in post too, there in the cut. Why is ESPN interviewing Jayson Tatum after this game? Jayson Tatum tonight. Well, ESPN's box score just bugged out, but I think he was 6 for 16. Their game cast literally just crashed. Incredible. Wasn't good, but that's who they're interviewing. Lowest scoring game of the postseason per Tim McMahon, 107-89. Luka 30 and 10, but only 1 assist. I mean, Boston's going to live with that. I mean, Luka 30 points when you only have 1 assist, that's not the impact you need out of him. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I'm just saying, like, got to get that's not right. Got to get others involved. The Mavs is a team. Well, I don't have the fucking box is fucked. Oh, now it's fixed. The Mavs as a team tonight, Coop, had 9 assists. That will have to change. That will have to change. Celtics had 23 assists. That, to me, is kind of the story of this game. That and just shot making, but Mavs muse. The Mavs are undefeated all time in the NBA Finals when they lose Game 1. We're good. That is a factual statement.
And they are 0-1 when they win Game 1.
That is correct.
I mean, those are facts.
Those are facts that can't be disputed, but need to go win Game 2. It's a borderline must-win, I would say.
Yeah.
Borderline. I won't call it a straight-up must-win, but it's close.
As my boy Avery would say, it's not a must-win, it's a can't-lose.
Yeah. Oh, man. My back is tight for some reason. Well, you ready to wrap this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Post-game reaction. We'll take your questions after to load them in there and get you ready for Game 2. Here we go.
Here we go.
Well, not very competitive in Game 1 as the Celtics take down the Mavericks 107-89. Dallas falls to 1-3 in Game 1s in this postseason. Harrison Graham, Jeffrey Cooperstein here on our Mavericks Today post-game reaction. We'll also look ahead to Game 2 as well. Most of you are going to be watching this on Friday morning. Run through some stats, give some general thoughts. We'll start with Luka, I guess, here, Coop. 30 and 10, okay. 1 assist. I think that's a pretty big theme of this game. I don't think Luka played a poor game. I think Boston, their strategy was, okay, if he makes some tough ISO baskets, we'll live with that. What we don't want to live with is him having 12 assists. I think a couple things stood out. One, the Mavs as a whole, 9 assists tonight. Boston, 23. You're not going to win that way. Obviously, the three-point line, they made 16 threes. You made 7, and I think 3 of those from Dallas were in garbage time, at least 2.
Yeah.
So you got drilled there. Look, man, it was a lot of ISO bullshit offense. I don't know why they didn't do more pick and roll. Maybe there's something Boston did schematically to keep them out of that. I will say this. I thought Al Horford on switches held his own tonight. That's not a great – you don't feel great about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like – I feel okay still going into game 2 because Boston kind of shot lights out, especially late first, most of the second quarter, to just really put this game away. But 89 points, lowest of the postseason, that's going to have to change.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not discouraged. Call me crazy. I'm not discouraged about this series. They were shitty. Let's call it what it was. Missed way too many wide open shots, and I think the 2 massive runs that they gave up ended up costing them the game. But at the end of the day, I know this is cliche. It's a make or miss league. The Mavs missed and the Celtics made. The Celtics made a bunch of tough shots. The Mavs missed a bunch of wide open shots, specifically Kyrie missed at least 3 10 a.m. wide open shoot-around threes that you just can't miss if you're going to win an NBA Finals. He was poor tonight, and overall, I don't think they shot the ball well enough to win. And with that being said, it was an 8-point game middle of the third quarter.
Yeah, they went on a 29-9 run, actually, to cut it to 8, which shows, how much they got blitzed in the first half after about 5 minutes. They were down 27 at one point, did cut it to 8. And in that range, Coop, is when Kyrie missed at least 2 of those threes.
Yep. If he makes 2 of those, it's a 2-point game.
I mean,
ball game's different.
I'm guessing you probably still lose, but, they're sweating at that point.
Yeah.
They cut it to 8 in less than 8 minutes of the third quarter after being down 21 at halftime. The Mavericks blitzed them in the third quarter, but Boston responded. They just responded too well. 14-0 run in about 3.5 minutes. I mean, look, it comes down to this, Coop. You probably can't afford Kyrie to have another game like this.
No.
If he has another clunker, that's a second loss. That's going to be tough to overcome against a quality team like Boston. It just is. I mean,
you knew that you were going to get one stinker from Kyrie, even in these first 2 games. Hopefully it happened to be game 1 because
I don't think he can get away with 2 against
I don't think so either.
Boston's too balanced. They're 6 guys in double figures tonight.
0 of 5 from 3, 6 of 19 from the field.
He missed multiple layups, 3 wide open threes. He was just terrible. Let's just call it what it is.
I don't know if it was the crowd. I don't know what it was, but he was clearly affected by something, and he played a piss poor game. Plain and simple. He wasn't the sole reason the Mavs lost tonight.
But he gave you no chance.
Gave you no chance to win.
Gave you no chance to win. Greatest performance tonight, I mean, it's an F. He was 6 of 19. He had 3 turnovers, only 2 assists. It just wasn't good. I mean, and it's not like he he actually made a few tough shots. He missed a lot of easy ones, and I know he kind of does that, but, come on, man. You're going to have to, when you get warm-up layups and threes that you're smoking,
gotta make him, man.
You're not going to have a great chance to win this series. So he's going to have to play better. There's no question about it. Subscribe to the channel. We are on the track to 30,000 subscribers. We appreciate all the real ones for showing love here on Dallas Mavericks Today. Hit that sub button. We'll be back for game 2.
We'll be here.
We'll have a mailbag episode that goes out on Saturday as well. Derrick Jones, I also thought this was probably his worst game of the playoffs, Coop. Look, 2 for 9. He forced the issue. I'm not that concerned about that aspect of it. I thought he was pretty below average defensively. He felt a step slow tonight. We'll see what the adjustment is there. If it just he needs to lock in a little bit more, I don't know. I'm not overly concerned because he's been pretty steady defensively throughout the playoffs, but he did not. He hit an early 3, and that's kind of all he did.
That's
kind of all he did. So.
Yeah, and there were a couple of drives where he was super erratic. I mean, when it was an 8-point game, Jones had a drive to the hoop where he went 1-on-3 and just tried to take on the world. Like, it's all right to pull it out, man, and slow it down a little bit. He kind of has a little bit of that wildness to his game, and he just needs to reel it back in. He's been so good for this team throughout the postseason, and I still feel like he can be good for this team in this series as well. He just reel it back in. That was his first finals game. Maybe the jitters were getting to him. Hopefully the Mavs got all of those out in game 1 and they're ready to go in game 2.
I thought P.J. Washington was the Mavs' second-best player tonight after Luka. 14 and 8. Was physical getting to the hole and getting some baskets. Three-point shots kind of disappeared for him. Like he's going to have to if he doesn't get that figured out, then he's going to have to find a way to score around the basket, which tonight he did. So that's solid, but it's going to make it tough to get consistent lanes if he's not like the Luka pick and roll. It's still going to be effective in this series, even though they just didn't do it a ton tonight. I don't know why.
It helps that much more if Washington's making shots.
If he's not making shots, I mean the Celtics can just crash the paint.
Yeah,
man.
And if you're the Celtics in game 2, I mean, are you going to leave Washington? And
I would leave him wide open until he makes one. That would be because he had 3 pretty good looks, 2 were wide open. None were really it's not like he's going in and out. The 3-point shot has disappeared on him. So
look, all things considered, like you said, he was your second best player tonight. He had 8 boards as well. I thought he did a good job on the defensive end, but yeah, you need him to knock down the corner 3 if the Mavs are going to take.
He was very good defensively. He had close to double-digit deflections tonight. He was active, but. Obviously, if your second best player is P.J. Washington going 5 for 11 for 14 and 8, it's probably not going to win you a playoff game. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring our watch party, for being our sponsor throughout the postseason. Daily Fantasy made easy. Coop and I cashed in tonight. We'll show you our entry in a second. 2 to 6 player entries. Choose more, choose less. It is Prize Picks. You got the NBA Finals. You got the Stanley Cup Finals getting going. Here, Major League Baseball, WNBA, bunch of sports available. Choose more, choose less. They gave us the freebie with Jayson Tatum. Took him a while to score.
What did Tatum end up with? 27.5 was his normal number?
He scored 16 on 6 of 16. And they cruised. Must be nice. Derrick Lively had an assist in the first 5 minutes and actually never had another one.
That was the only assist.
But it hit early. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. Celebrities like Meek Mill playing it. Andrew Schultz, the comedian, is playing it. Get after it. Play Prize Picks. Check it out today. Link will be in the comments and in the description. Code CLNS. Get you a $100 deposit match when you sign up. Derrick Lively, I don't think he did anything horrible tonight. He just got
a non-factor.
He got into foul trouble. A couple were ticky-tack.
They were.
That was kind of a theme, too. Luckily, we're not sitting at a 4-point loss, and it's
it didn't matter.
It didn't make a difference, but some weird whistles tonight. He, I don't think he this wasn't like some I'm not ready for the moment. He just kept getting fouls, never really just found his footing in this game. So hopefully that turns around. I think another theme of this game. I know Jaden Hardy ended up with 13 late, and we can transition to him here.
All
in garbage time. Your bench got fucking hammered tonight.
It did.
Now, I'm glad that Hardy saw if you go in late because you might need him to help you win a game at some point in this series. Here's what I do feel good about. Kristaps Porzingis will not play at half like he did in the first half for the rest of the series. You can take that to the bank.
For the rest of his career.
Does that mean he's not going to be a factor?
No.
No. But in the second half, he literally did nothing. And, in the first half, the guy looked like fucking 04 Dirk.
He looked like... No, he did.
It was unbelievable.
I'll tell you exactly. He looked like Dirk in Minnesota in 2003 against Kevin Garnett. He was taking him off the bounce.
I'll say this. He looked healthy.
He was making 30-footers. He was making turnaround jumpers. It didn't matter what defender the Mavs threw at him.
His shots weren't hitting the rim. Coop.
He was cash, man. And sometimes that's how basketball go. You credit the offensive player. You had to Porzingis for that first half because, holy shit, he could not miss.
Look, he really was the difference in terms of putting this game away early again.
100%.
I know Dallas cut it to 8, but they were never really in it.
I got to tell you, Harrison.
But combining that, 6 guys in double figures, I mean, if Boston's consistently getting 4, 5, 6 guys that are scoring, It's going to be tough, man. Like
I got to tell you, though, I don't feel discouraged about this series. I really don't. I think there are a couple of things that, if it went the Mavs' way, they frankly could have won. I mean, if they make, maybe not one, but at least it would have been a closer game. If they make their wide-open threes, I think this is a closer game.
Yep.
If you don't get the worst game of the postseason from Derrick Jones, I think it's a closer game. I think they defended well for 2.5 quarters.
They held the Celtics to 44 points after halftime. And
that wins you games, man. Like,
70 points after the first quarter. That will carry over.
So essentially, the game was over in the first half, even though they did cut it.
You could argue you lost this game in the last 7 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah. So look, there are still things to be encouraged about, man. Like, this is a long series for a reason. The Mavs are the most resilient team in the NBA, in my opinion. Haven't lost back-to-back games since the first week in March. I mean, why start now? I really think they're going to come out there in Game 2 and play a good game. Whenever this team's backs are against the wall, they always come out firing, so I expect a very good performance in Game 2.
A couple things before we get out of here. Then we'll, if you're watching live, we'll get to your mailbag questions. You're going to have to find a way to spread the ball more.
Yep.
9 assists. You're not going to win a single game
enough,
doing that. And yes, you're just going to have to make more shots.
To make or miss league.
You can't go 7 for 27 in the finals. Like, you're not going to win a game. Nope. It's just not going to happen. I'm not saying you got to go shoot 40% in Game 2, but 25.9 tonight, let's get that to 35 in Game 2.
There you go, man.
I mean, if you shoot 35% tonight, that's what? 10 for 20? You make 3 more threes? You're probably at least in the game in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
So
you were a couple shots away from this being a serious ball game. Unfortunately, you just couldn't make enough shots, man. And sometimes that's the way it goes. Unfortunately, that's the way it's gone for 3 out of the 4 game ones in this postseason as well.
Celtics 107, Mavericks 89. Keep the faith. Get the MFFLs going. Long series. I actually do like the 2 days off here. Regroup.
Agreed.
This is a watch the film game. Figure out why that game got out of control in the first half, and try to find something for Game 2. So we'll see if they could do it. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be back on Sunday for Game 2. We'll also have a mailbag episode on Saturday as well. All right. Last call to get your questions in.
Get those questions in.
Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. Get your questions answered. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. Coop, if you want to check how many are in there. That $20 Super I know is viable. I don't know if any of the other ones are. Maybe that JN one, the stop random Jones drives, that one probably works. I think the other ones are just too early in the game. But those 2 supers and hashtag Mavs, and we can kind of just talk about Game 2 as well. Plenty. Cool. All right, one more segment here. Here we go. Last call, hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. All right, let's get to a Mavericks versus Celtics mailbag heading into Game 2. It is Dallas Mavericks Today. He's Jeffrey Cooperstein. I'm Harrison Graham. Time to flush Game 1 and move on. Obviously, we'll take any questions from thoughts about Game 1, but we'll also get our thoughts heading into Game 2. So let's kick things off. From Matthew McCullough.
Shout out Matthew McCullough.
Do you think Kyrie can bounce back in Game 2? I obviously think he can, but more importantly, Coop, he needs to. I don't think he has to have one of these 38-point games, but
yeah, no choice, man.
He needs to be at least your second-best player in that game, period.
He has done this so many times throughout the postseason, and I even predicted, look, in one of these 2 games, he's probably going to have a stinker. Unfortunately, it was Game 1. I really hope that he can get past it and have a good Game 2. I don't know if it was the Boston crowd that impacted him. I don't know if there was something else going on that impacted him, but he was poor. He missed a couple of wide-open threes that he should not have missed, plain and simple.
Missed a couple layups, too.
Couple layups as well, and if he makes those shots, you're right in this game. I mean, he was 6 of 19 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. He had a couple of games in the OKC series where he had single digits. I think that was his worst game.
It really was. Especially when you just factor in that third quarter stretch where it's like you're playing with house money. You got drilled in the first half. It's a couple threes there. It's like you're back in the game. So I feel okay heading into Game 2. I'm not saying he's going to have 40, but I definitely expect him to make more shots than that he is accustomed to making. Go to RT Productions here. Do the Mavs need to set the tone more the first half so they aren't playing catch-up? I mean, yeah, look, you can't be down 17 after 1. The funny thing is Dallas, one of our keys to victory, kudos to Coop, who's working on some things behind the scenes. I'll keep the show going here. He said weather the first 5 minutes. Well, the first TV timeout was with 6:58 left, and you were up 13-12. You came out and played pretty well early, and then you're down 37-20 after 1. I mean, then it ballooned up to 27-point deficit the second quarter. From the 6.5-minute mark in the first quarter to about the 3-minute mark in the second quarter, the Mavs got drilled. I don't know what the exact run was, but it was, I think I saw at one point, was it 44-14 or something? I mean, they got just hammered. So, yeah, obviously they've got to play better early. We'll see if they can in Game 2. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you're down 20-something points in the first half, it's hard to overcome. We'll get to your questions coming up here. Hashtag Mavs or Super Chat. We got a Super Chat from Neil. Appreciate it. He says, yes, we lost Game 1 versus OKC and the Clippers, but Boston has much more star power than those teams. Actually, I don't know if they have more star power, but they are a better team. There's no questions Boston's the toughest team the Mavs have faced. I'm going to keep my concern meter at a 5. I'm obviously mildly concerned, but it's one game. You go win Game 2, you accomplish what you needed to. That's the bottom line. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think Coop probably feels the same here.
Yeah, I honestly do agree. Look, I mean, it is one game, and I know I've repeated this, but I'm doing it more so for my own sanity than you guys. They haven't lost back-to-back games in a long time, and I'm not sure it starts now. I really think this team is a very resilient team. Jason Kidd is such a calming presence in that locker room, and I don't think he will allow them to get too down. When they win a big game, he doesn't allow them to get too high, so I really believe they're an even-keel team. They're going to come out fighting in Game 2, man. There's really no other option.
Yeah. Look, if they lose Game 2, I'll raise it to about an 8-5, but I'm going to stick at a 5 going into Game 2. Let us know what your biggest concern for the Mavs is in this series early on. Got Archer Davenport here. Think Tingus Pingus should be doubled. No. He didn't make a shot in the second half. The only shot he made was that dunk off the offensive rebound after he bricked a 3 so bad that it landed at the 3-point line and Boston recovered it.
The first quarter that Kristaps Porzingis had was the best quarter of basketball he has played.
He blacked out, Coop. It was like that Karl Anthony Towns Game 4 game where he just decided,
in Game 4.
I'm not going to miss. It was incredible.
And he didn't. Look, he was making them from 30 feet. He was making them off the dribble. He was curling. He
Tough
looked
mid-range,
healthy.
Yeah.
Look, man, sometimes you just tip your cap to a guy, and you have to tip your cap to Porzingis for that first quarter. After that, he was ordinary, Harrison.
Yeah. He had a couple more in the second quarter as well, but, I mean, he was a non-factor in the second half. He didn't have to be, but I honestly, I would be floored if we saw a half anywhere close to that caliber from him the rest of this series.
Me too.
And this is not a I hate KP thing. It's not. He was unconscious, man.
He looked like prime Dirk in circa 2004, where he's just moving everywhere and completely unstoppable.
I mean, dude, he put the ball in his left hand and just spun around lively and threw down a dunk. It's like, is he going to do that again? I don't know, man. Scott Hernan, he says, the Celtics defense looked pretty strong. How will the Mavs have to adjust? How are they being played by the Celtics to win? I don't know how Boston accomplished it, but the Mavericks, for the final 40 minutes of this game, basically went to an ISO offense.
They did.
They obviously have two of the best ISO scorers in the world, so they're going to do that some, but their bread and butter is Luka pick and roll with Lively and Gafford. They have got to get back to that and have shooters ready to shoot on the wing.
And I mean, credit to Boston. I don't know if they found some scheme or they just made them uncomfortable or what, but they clearly did something.
I mean, look, they can switch a lot with their wings. The pick and rolls may not be as effective as it's been.
Yeah.
But you can't change. You can't go away from who you are at this point.
Absolutely not.
Like, obviously, you have to make adjustments and find different ways. But like, if you turn into a primary ISO offense, you're not going to win this series. Boston has too many good perimeter defenders.
It won't happen. Look, make the adjustment in Game 2 and try to find something else that works on offense.
Subscribe to the channel. We have you covered throughout the playoffs and beyond as we will dive into our offseason coverage. Hopefully not for a while, but
hopefully not too soon.
Once the series ends, we will do that. It's free. Hit that sub button. Nate,
our guy Nate.
Why did we look so weak unphysical tonight?
I don't know if I necessarily felt that.
I thought late first until about the 4-minute mark of the 7, Boston raised their energy level and Dallas struggled to match it. But that was the only segment of the game. I thought Dallas matched their energy early. They were active defensively. They were deflecting a bunch of balls. And they held Boston to 44 points in the second half, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think this was a physicality thing. I think they got blitzed for about a 15-minute stretch and could not overcome it.
Yeah,
like, that's
absolutely.
how I feel.
Well, they got blitzed twice. I mean, they got blitzed in the first quarter. Then they get it down to 8. And I don't know the exact time, but it was less than 4 minutes. They were down 22.
Yeah,
so
14-0 run in 3.5 minutes.
You can get blitzed once in an NBA game, and maybe sometimes you won't get away with it. You cannot get blitzed twice. And they got blitzed twice, and they ended up losing the game because of it. I believe that this team will respond well, but they got to find a way to limit the runs that the Celtics have. And I know that's a hard thing to say. The Celtics won 64 games this year. They are a great team. They are the best team in the NBA. Got to find a way to limit their runs.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Boston made a lot of tough shots tonight. On Thursday night, whenever you're watching this, give them credit. If they keep making tough shots, you may not. It just may be what it is. But I'm willing to bet that Porzingis isn't going to do what he did again in that half, and that some of those contested threes aren't going to go. Stay the course, make the minor adjustments where needed, and go win a basketball game on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Couple more here. Jay and Mac, every 3 from the Mavs is ISO ball. Every 3 for the Celtics is – yeah, look, the Celtics had 23 assists. The Mavericks had 9. That's the story, man.
Tells you the story of the game there.
They got better looks, and that was after making tough looks.
Yeah.
When you're making tough looks and you're still the team getting the better looks, that's a tough battle to overcome.
The Celtics made tough shots. The Mavs missed easy shots. And that is why the Celtics have a 1-0 lead in the 2024 NBA Finals. I think it's as simple as that. I really do.
There you have it. Game 2 on Sunday. We'll be live at 6:30 Central Time here on the channel. Tip-off at 7 o'clock, probably 7:05 or so from TD Garden in Boston. They've responded all year. They've responded this playoff run. They haven't lost 2 in a row. You went on Sunday, you're going to be feeling pretty good about yourself. He's Jeffrey Cooperstein. I'm Harrison Graham. Hit that sub button. We'll see you Sunday. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight.
Appreciate all the real ones still in here.
Everybody chopping it up in the chat, all that good stuff. Coop and I got to go sleep this one off. You guys should do the same.
We'll see you Sunday.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to relive or if you want to kind of check out those 2 segments we just filmed, they'll be out on the channel over the weekend.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Do that. Spread the word. Appreciate it. And let's bounce back Sunday, man. I'm not losing faith. It's one game. I don't think Boston did anything that was just like, oh my God, you're fucked. Like they played a good game, and you didn't. It's kind of just that simple. So, all right, Coop.
We'll see you Sunday, baby.
We'll be